I can't hear you. Take yourself off mute.
Yes, yes. Good morning. And we're live.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome out.
Let me start getting everything together here. What do I have on here?
All right. Everything's running well.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Toy. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Deb S. That's why. That's why. I go to the Bluetooth, put it in there. Now it'll work. Good morning, Janice. Good morning, Cammie. Good morning, Gary Finney. Good morning, Shirley Brown.
That's the reason I went inside. They gave me a schedule. My time said 11:20. Going in at 11:20. I'm not going. I'm gonna have it. Okay, this list.
What is that?
I'm gonna go get after
What are you
That's King.
doing?
That's
What?
King Fred. That's King Fred. I
Well,
got
why
it.
you put him in there then?
Well, how did I know he would have background noise and he's coming to the stage?
Well, because you heard all that goddamn background
No,
noise
I
for
can't
30
hear
minutes.
that. I cannot hear that backstage.
Hey, it's gonna go in.
Okay, that's a story. I don't even have anybody in the back of the room with me.
We hear noise on your end, sir.
Well, it's not me. I'm not
It's your
saying nothing.
television.
I'm at my office. Get out of here. You're fired. Go home.
Good morning. Love you.
Good morning, Celeste Hodges. And they can hear it in Anchorage, Alaska. Good morning, Hannah. I was born in the big city of Alaska. Were you in Anchorage? Good morning, Curtis Mitchell. What's going on in the kingdom today? Today we're going to learn something. You're going to learn about Alexander Lettersdorf. William Alexander. Good morning, Janet Marie. Yes, a funky Wednesday. And I got a video to show that I know Janet Marie and Kente will get a real kick out of it. Good morning, Lisa. So I do have a it's a real knee slapper. Good morning, Mo Moon. Good morning to everybody. I'm glad you guys are coming in. So Gary, you're born in church. Somebody must have been in the military. Good morning, Jelena. Good morning. Where am I now? I'm at my house. I'm at my house in Sacramento. Oh, when? Oh, you talking to him? Yeah, he was born 97. I'm 77, and he's in Ohio now. Fred, why the mean look? I'll take care of that today. I got busy, but I'll take care of it today. But why the mean look? Oh, maybe he's stuck. Maybe he's okay. Fred, you can't be here. Okay. Good morning, Lee Fletcher. Why the mean look, Fred? Why the attitude? I'll take care of that today, Fred. I forgot. I just got over it, but I'll take care of it today. But why?
Yeah, I'm in a meeting.
Why the mean look?
No, I don't have a mean look at all.
You do have a mean look. Maybe.
Well, I was trying to get my device to go into my headset. Now everybody can hear me, and I was trying to figure out what do I need to do. Some days it works, and some days it doesn't.
Well, you did. Well, good morning, Monique Geddes Robinson, aka Vernical's wife. Maybe your attitude. Maybe if your attitude.
Good morning to you, Lathers.
Maybe my attitude.
Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to say good morning with a song for you. Good morning, Willie Zen. Good morning, Conrada. Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to say good morning with a song for two. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Kings in the morning. Would you be my neighbor? Fred, would you be my neighbor with all that noise you got back there? Whoever's talking.
No, actually, I would not like to be your neighbor because you keep up loud disturbances in the neighborhood. You have a whole bunch of broke down cars, and I do not want to be your neighbor. Not at all. Have a great day, y'all.
Good morning, Cammy. Good morning, Michelle Neal. I So let me tell you why I wouldn't want to be your neighbor. We can hear all those people. That's what she was talking about when she said we could hear the noise in your background. So that's the noise we could hear. So what's wrong with your headset that it won't work?
I don't know, Jay. Sometimes it works. Like when I go on music, I can hear the music, but when I try to go to this show, it doesn't. It does. It's not. I'm not getting anything.
Well, what are you doing different that you did before? Good morning, Vertical.
I haven't had my medicine this morning.
Okay, that's number one. Number one, you haven't had your medicine. What's another thing you didn't do this morning?
Let me put my teeth in.
Boom. You didn't put your teeth in this morning. So guess who's here with me? Good morning, Joni Lee. Guess who's here with me? Good morning, John Beckman. Guess who's here with me? What do you think
Who's
is
here with you?
His teeth.
How you doing, Fred's teeth? We was getting along good. Everything was fine. We was all getting along. Me, Fred, the gums, the tongue. Me and the tongue, we cool now. And then Fred, for some reason, he pulled me out his mouth. So I'm just clacking around here. I want to chew on something. I take a bite out of crime, something. I can't do that. Why? Because he got me in a glass of water with some Efferdin in it. I don't mind. I don't mind being cleaned up. Good morning, Emac. Good morning, Bernard Middlebrooks. Well, so what would you like me to say to Fred? Listen, I was made for Fred. Okay? You don't just get any kind of dentures to just, you can't just put somebody's denture in your mouth. I'm a denture that was made for Fred. I would like to be in his mouth. I would like to be Fred if you could talk to him. Good morning, Sequoia. All right. I'm going to have a conversation with him, and I'm going to let him know that you want to be in his mouth more. If I can understand when he go to sleep. I can understand when he's walking around the house and nobody looking. But goddamn, I mean, here we are on Kings in the Morning. I can't even be in his mouth. I have to come talk to you as a third party to let him know me and Mr. Tongue is fine. Me and Mr. Gums are fine. And that's the only problem I ever had was with the tongue and the gum. But now, for some reason, he wouldn't have a problem with me. I've never done that.
Man, move on with your show, man. Come on.
So
that's enough.
First, how was Fred? How was he talking to me and he's in the back? Good morning, Daphne. How was he talking to me from the back?
He has two different phone lines open, so I only have one of him upstage. We don't need two Freds on stage.
Well, but so why ain't you? I don't understand.
You don't have to. That's what you have me for. Have a good morning.
Great morning, Duraka Shaheed. Well, no, because you fucking up because I still hear him when he's in the back. So no, you need to get your shit together.
How about King Fred should put himself on mute? How about that? Can we try
get
that?
rid of the background noise? Lots of crackling. Exactly.
Yeah, it's King Fred.
But
Sorry,
you're in charge.
Who's a sellout? Why are you such a sellout?
I'm not selling out, sir. I'm not selling out, and I'm not selling short either.
I wouldn't have her working for me. That motherfucker tell the accountant, the police, anything that's going on. If they drop off $100,000, she gonna tell them who dropped it off and what time because she just talked too fucking much.
Here comes Johnny Bolesco Overdrive. Good morning, Johnny Bolesco Overdrive.
Johnny, you are not Johnny Belasco. Don't do that to Pete, man.
Oh my God.
Hey, Clacker Jacker. How are your teeth today, Clacker Jacker?
Clacker. John Beckman been coming with some good ones lately. he
It is
called
pretty
he called Kente and
Homosexuals.
Kente and Keone homosexual. That was so funny. That was funny, John Beckman.
Anyways, I'm on my way to get my medicine too, Fred. It's called Coors Light.
Good morning, Sir Fish a lot. We know what your medicine is, John. It's called alcoholism.
This is non-alcoholic Coors Light.
John Beckman, beer is alcohol.
But this is the non-alcoholic.
Okay. You want me to believe? We see how
I'm
you act.
gonna be working on this thing here. I'm gonna try to get this set up here.
What are you
That'd
gonna
be
working
nice,
on?
Fred.
Okay, thank you.
Getting your clackers in.
Ooh, I'm gonna let y'all hear something. I'm gonna let you guys hear something. Good morning, Sharon Burney. I want y'all. This is the new Mike Hart record that's gonna be coming
Mike,
out.
it's your Uncle Bootsy, and I heard you and Uncle Jimmy about to show him something magical. Hit him, baby.
That's sure enough funky. Ah. It's time to get fresh. I'm about to get clean. Jump in the deuce in the quarter, no fifth wheel with a gangster lean.
Good morning,
Where
Lacey.
I'm going, they dress to impress. Sharp as a razor blade with a taper fade. Look at my best. This groove is funky as magic shade. Don't make me say it twice. Water and powder. I'm smooth as
Good morning,
baby
Keith Morris.
hair. And yes, I'm cold as ice. Magic. Magic. Hey, 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 hey. Magic. Magic.
Good morning, Ivan.
ECO.
Okay, you guys, that is not mixed. It's not finished. That's just as y'all got a sneak peek. That's what Big Mike Hart sent me yesterday. Ooh wee, that is gonna be funky. Then a musty polecat. Like 9 cans of shaving powder. Yeah, it's funky. So yeah, it's gonna be bad. Good morning, Adrian Lord. But it nobody has it. It's not out. It's not available. That's not even finished. That's Maceo and Fred Wesley playing. That's them playing. So I don't know if that's John Beckman or is that Beckman that's on there right there. That's opposite of me. So good morning, John Beckman. So I'm glad you're here. Fred is maybe when Fred come back, his teeth. Maybe he's talking to his teeth. I don't like when Fred. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't like when Fred's teeth come to me and talk about him because Fred is my friend. But I also don't like having a show where somebody who wants to speak doesn't get to speak. So I don't want you guys to think I'm going against Fred by allowing his teeth to come here and vent. I think if his teeth are going to vent, it should be in a place where there is some control. And I have a lot of control on Kings in the Morning. So I allow his teeth to speak here. And I want to make sure Fred's teeth are heard. And that Fred, it's not every day that you get dentures that love you enough that want to stay in your mouth. And Fred has dentures that want to stay in his mouth. They want to be part of his whole being. And when you have teeth that will do everything they can to connect with gums and the tongue, because sometimes the battle is between the tongue and the denture teeth. But when you have a set of dentures that say, listen, as a denture, I want to be in concert with the gum and the tongue. You have to let that voice be heard. And that's why. So I don't want you guys thinking I'm going against Fred by letting his teeth have reign over here. I love Fred. He's my friend. And I love his teeth. I'm they're part of Fred. And they don't like when Fred comes on Kings in the Morning and he's dentureless. They don't like it.
Mm-mm. Hey, do you think Fred runs his teeth, or does Fred's teeth run him?
Right now, Fred is running the teeth.
Man, this Escalade is smooth riding, Jay. Remember this? Got my back heater on. Oh, yeah.
I'll be right back.
Me too.
Would you be my queen if I were king of the forest? Hold on tight, living in heaven on the night, a place of endless dreams. If I were king, but where we are is where we are. In reality, is where we are. Where we are is where we are. But the fantasy still can be ours. If I were king of the forest,
Good morning, Vanessa.
Till you're ready for the sunrise, and time, let it come. If I were
Good morning, Barbara Coach.
king.
Pete Velasco. If I were king. That's so Peter's starting to send me songs to go through for his next album.
So why don't you just start managing him?
Well, John, there's only so many things I can do. Maybe I will.
I mean,
Maybe
if you're busy, I can fill in, from time to time.
You can't. No, you can't. You been fucked up everything, John.
I get shit done, man.
You couldn't. You couldn't get it done.
Hold on, I'm home with my medicine.
John, Jana Marie said, "Shut the fuck up, Beckman." Now, Beckman, I hope you don't go anywhere because I want you to see.
Well, I'm going from my car into my house.
So I want you to see when you use the N-word incorrectly. I want you to see what happens.
I never use it.
You did one time on this show.
Well, that's one time.
Mm-hmm.
It was I hadn't reached puberty yet.
Um, you still got the little baby PP?
You know, it's funny. As you get older, you know, Jay, it tends to like disappear.
Got to keep blood circulating in it, John.
Oh, that reminds me. Remind me to tell you about my stuttering joke.
Would you manage Fred's teeth?
Yeah. I'm
Um,
gonna go on mute.
that's a great question. Emac, if Fred's teeth wanted me to manage them, and they wouldn't be afraid to get on, if they wouldn't be afraid to go the way I want them to go, yeah, I wouldn't manage his teeth. I wouldn't have a problem. All right, so let me tell you guys what happened. So, John Beckman, I want you to watch this. You need to see this. Snitchy Smurf,
Hold on,
you
I
need
gotta
to
put my
make
beer
me
in the cooler.
make me the big face on here because I got to show it on my phone. So, a white dude decided that he wanted to tell a black guy that there was a difference between a black person and a nigger. And he thought the black guy to be a nigger. And this is what happened. Hold on. Kenta, did you see that?
No.
Okay, hold on. I want you to see it. I want to show it again just for you. Good morning, Kyle Williams.
Is that somebody drunk?
No, that's somebody. So this was a white dude who said to a black guy, "There's a difference between a black and a nigger,
Uh-huh.
and you're a nigger." And then he got beat. He got slapped like he was getting whipped with a whip.
The white guy did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I want to see if I can send it to myself as an email so I can share it on my iPad because it'll be bigger. I just want to give you guys a.
Well, not all white guys
That's
are
how
smart,
fucked
Jay.
up this country. That's how fucked up this country got people. It's fucked up, man.
Mhm.
That somebody who had noise was Kente.
Oh,
People couldn't hear it because they said, I can't hear it because of the noise. That was Kente.
Naturally.
So John Beckman, I was showing John Beckman what would happen if he said,
I would never do that, Jay. You don't have to show it to me. I may have CTE, but I have couth.
John said, you don't have to show it. I just wanted you to see it, John. See what happened. See what happened. Good morning, Del Bernie.
Now, in front of
what
Eddie
happened.
Levert, did I not act like the consummate white man?
Mm-hmm. You did.
Thank you.
You was
In
cracking.
front of Teddy Riley. Didn't I behave myself?
Oh, so that was a teaching moment for John.
Yeah. Good morning, Michael.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just showing him what happened if you in the wrong place. You know, you say the wrong thing.
It's always good to be reminded, though. I'll give you that.
It's always good to be reminded.
Always good to be reminded.
Yeah. Kente? Fred, are you back with us? What kind of vest is that you're wearing, Fred?
It's like he's going
What up?
hunting.
What you got going on today?
Well, I got the day off, so I got some things I got to do. I got to go see the tax person. I got to get my taxes in.
So Les said, I like John Beckman. He seems pretty trainable.
Oh yeah, I'm trainable.
Professor Keone said, King, John Beckman is good white folks.
Mm-hmm.
But John Beckman, if you heard one of your friends say that,
Jay,
what would you say?
I have 3 of my best friends. We're on a joint text thing or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them sometimes says something silly like that, and I'll tell them, hey man, knock that shit off. It's not right.
And what do they say?
Oh, okay, you're right. They're trying to be funny, but just like you tell me.
Yeah. Or when I tell other people, hey, cut that shit out.
That's right.
Did you get a letter from OAJ?
No. Well, let me check. Hold on. Gee, I didn't check my emails. I'm afraid to.
Kente, have you gotten an email from OAJ?
Hey, you got another letter, Jay?
No, no.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Uh-oh, what happened?
I don't really check my email unless somebody asks me to check it.
There we go. Well, it's beautiful here today. It's going to be 75. You guys should really move out of California. Come live where it's cheaper.
It's so funny. Endorsed her.
The only thing that's expensive here right now is gasoline. You know why? Because of California.
But do you know why? Do you know why the gasoline is so expensive, John?
It's because was it that Martinez refinery?
No, because we SB1 and SB 101. We needed to raise $5 billion a year to rebuild our infrastructure. Where are you, John Beckman?
I thought California was building infrastructure. What's the matter with it?
That's our infrastructure. We are. That's why our gas is so high. John Beckman, Celeste Hodges said, where are you now?
Las Vegas, in the backyard by my pool.
He didn't. So let me tell you guys about his backyard.
Oh, hold on there.
John Beckman allows the dog to shit and poop.
You don't see anything out there, Jay.
Because you cleaned it up.
I do it every day. Hey, God damn it.
He allows his dog to shit in the pool.
No, not in the pool.
Don't shit in the pool. Wait.
Not in the pool.
Maybe you would, Kente, if you came over and visited.
How much is gas in California? It's $2.77 per gallon for unleaded plus here in South
Oh,
Carolina.
that's cheap, Jay. We're over $4 a gallon.
Gas here is on the low end $4.97.
Yeah.
On the high end $5.27.
Yeah,
That's
I got to
for
put the high
premium,
test.
Jay. That's for premium.
Yeah, what other gas is there?
Oh man, come on, man. Everybody don't use premium gas, man.
I do.
Yeah, that's because of the car you drive. The
I do
average,
too, you said.
the average is everyone use 87 octane.
That's why your car don't run right.
No, that's not why. That's what cars are made to take. 87, the high-end cars require BMW, Mercedes, Audi, and other cars like that require 91 octane. Don't all vehicles require 91 octane?
Well, you're talking to two guys that require 91 octane.
It's the engineering of those cars require 91 octane.
What do you drive, a Prius?
I drive all kind of cars, man. I used to sell cars. I know Russians. I buy them and sell them to the hood. That's what I used to do.
Wait a minute. What does Russian have to do with anything?
Because Russians are the ones that own the lots and the towing places. And a lot of the cars that get repoed, they just put them, they don't want to store cars. They just tow cars. So they got to do something with the cars. So they was having auctions. So I'm a hustler by nature. I would go buy the cars, put them on my lot, and sell them to people. I sold a car for $50. I didn't give a fuck. It's just that I had about a half a pound in there that I was storing it in. I don't give so 2 ounces that I know he got.
John Beckman.
Did you call him and tell him?
Nakia George said, Beckman, you will never be on Jay's level. Stop trying to compare to him.
Don't worry, I'm a 91 man, just like Jay. We're both 91 octane.
Professor Keone said, King, you are out of touch, bro. Not every car requires higher octane than 87. Well, every car I have does. So,
Are these people stupid, Jay? We know that, but we just happen to drive cars that requires it.
No, you're in a caste system. You're in America. You're elite. That's what you are. You're privileged.
Well, I just said we require it.
You got a dot. You got a certain dot on top on your head, like the Indians do, that let you see what caste system you're in.
No, that's not true. Kente, if I put a low octane in my car, it will make my engine knock.
Right.
Absolutely. But you have the income that's required to maintain and buy a 91 octane car.
Not the income. I have the car in my driveway, so I have to, if I wanted to.
It has nothing to do with the income. Yeah, it's the type of car you have.
You can pretty talk it how you want, but that's how it is.
And I'm pretty talking.
Yeah, you pretty talking. You can keep your emotions in check, and I can just come like cool, but I'm not a reactionary, Jay. I'm not gonna react to.
Why are we looking at the gray hairs on your beard?
Because I don't have my earpiece in, so I don't have to see you to talk to you. Why did I see you? Why did I see you shaking your ass like a bitch yesterday?
Wasn't that nice?
No,
you know what?
That was
that's his face hair talking. So
Look at
that's his face hair talking to you.
It's like you implanted pubic hairs.
It looks like I implanted pubic hairs.
Yeah, they're all curly.
That's because I'm original. All original people of the earth got curly hair like the earth spins. That's what's unique about us. Our DNA is in our DNA. You have that's why Christ had lamb's wool, because he was an original. His hair was curly, a nappy-headed nigga. So that curl that you see on my head is the same that you have seen on your Jesus Christ that you painted in your church and gave him a straight beard. No, it was a nappy head nigga beard, dreadlocks on his head, like lamb's wool. And you couldn't recognize him after the crucifixion because he cut his locks off and people didn't know who he was. If I cut mine, you wouldn't know who the fuck I was if I wanted to stick a pencil in your neck.
It's times like this I wish OAJ were back.
Well, I know you wish that, but it's time you go be wishing for mercy, because there's a tribe that's being raised to get people just like you. You don't know the sign of the
What did I
times,
do
son.
wrong? Why do I need to be got?
Well, your heart ain't right.
My heart ain't right?
No, your heart's not right.
How do I make it right?
Well, you're a hypocrite. You got to do a lot.
Speaking of hypocrite, today is February 26th, Wednesday, 2025. I'm going to do the daily word. Kente, you going to do the word of the day?
J. King, I'm going to do the word of the day.
He's slurring his words.
So on Wednesday, February 26th, 2025, the daily word is grow. G-R-O-W. I am growing in awareness of my divinity. As a tree grows upward, its branches spread wide and its trunk reaches skyward. At the same time, it grows downward, its roots extending into the earth, from which it grows stable and draws its sustenance. I can describe my spiritual growth in much the same way. I have grown upward, learning, loving, giving, and taking my place in the world. I have also felt my roots of spiritual living grounding me in my identity as a divine being. It is from this awareness I draw spiritual sustenance and find my stability in God. My growth is ongoing. The deeper my roots extend, the further I can reach. As I realize my divinity fully, I use my spiritual gifts to live and love fully and bless the world around me. Today's Bible verse is 2 Peter 3:18. But grow in the grace and knowledge of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. To him be the glory both now and to the day of eternity. Amen. Yusef Kente, what is the word of the day?
J. King, the word of the day is sight. S-I-T-E. Sight means location. So let me use that shit in a fucked up American language sentence. Most poets have to type and write. But because I'm unique, I'm a poet that recites on sight. Then I'm out of sight. Sight.
Is it safe to come back now?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's the word of the day.
Mm-hmm. I'll live with it.
Celeste, you wanted the word of the day. You got it. You got the word of the day.
Which is out of sight. Wasn't that out of sight?
No, you said sight. S-I-T-E. Good morning, Tim Watson.
Yeah, wasn't it out of sight?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
But that's out of
Especially
sight,
when I.
S-I-G-H-T.
Well, it depends on no. See,
No, he
that's
spelled
where
it
you're
right.
wrong.
It's like
That's
when you go to a job site, it's SITE.
SITE. See, that's what's so fucked up about this American language. That's why I say fucked up American language. It'll make you think that you wrong because other people gonna make you think you wrong, but you're really right.
Well, there's
That's
like 3
because
different ways to spell
All right.
there.
So, Kente, I think you guys are gonna really. So, I want to give you guys a closer view of the slap. So, make me close again. Put it on me. Okay. Guys, ready?
Mm-hmm. I hear a lot of bells ringing. Wow. He went down. Dun, dun, dun. It's like somebody's birthday, too. Why is that you? That's you, Beckman? Why is Beckman being shot? Why is everybody saying that's me? It's me and Beckman when I catch his ass. What the hell? Why does everybody want me to get fired? I'm the token Caucasian here, and I'm getting picked on.
Wow, that's some Pootie Tang stuff right there. That's exactly what that was. Oh my God, I just thought that was so funny. Fred, did you see that? Fred?
He does not represent all.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen him over get his ass whooped, just beat all the way down to the ground like Beckman. Chocolate Pete say she goes, you go get it, it's gonna happen
Why?
in
What did I
Vegas.
do? What did I do?
Oakland's
It's-
gonna kick your ass, dude. Oakland's gonna kick your ass.
Oakland.
it's what you're not
That's
doing.
Helene.
You're not begging for mercy.
I ain't begging for shit ever with you.
Babylon has fallen. You're gonna repay your debt,
Mm-hmm.
your ancestors' debt.
Your
I paid so many
ancestors.
debts.
Good word, Fred. You must
Spell
have the
that,
Holy
Fred.
Ghost.
Fred, if you spell that, Jay will give you $500.
He don't have to spell it. He said it. The spoken word. And that was a key word. You gonna pay for your ancestors' sins. Yes, you
So,
are.
Fred, if you notice, Kente's beard is talking.
Mm-hmm. Between the teeth and the beard. Yeah.
It's nice. He's one of the chosen ones.
Yeah, so his beard and your teeth are gonna get together.
Jay, you ain't got nothing else to do. Where's your booty boy today? Where's your booty boy today?
Let him laugh.
Where
Fred.
Dre at? Where's Dre at? You ain't got nobody else to fuck with today?
Dre is sick, man. I think Dre is sick.
Oh yeah, he was sick yesterday.
Francis said, I bet you he won't ever use an N-word for the rest of his life. Now, okay, who put all that noise
Who's
behind him?
making that noise?
That's Fred
God,
in the cafeteria.
Rushing him for milk.
Fred, why you know what? Hold on. Your teeth want to talk to you.
Almost
Fred,
spit my beer out.
I'm here at the house, and I'm in this cup. What did I do? I soaked
You
all
ain't got
night.
shit else to do with your money. You don't have nothing else to do with your money besides sit up here and fuck up, dude. Shit.
We're gonna have a corn on the cob eating contest with no teeth.
It don't make no sense. Grown ass man. Got a motherfucker sitting up in here while you talk about their teeth
This
and their
is
balls
therapy.
back. And this country is this white boy sitting up here smoking like look at him, he think he's somebody, man. Look at him, Houston. Look at John
I'll check
Beckman
him out. I check
with
him
his
out.
dark glasses and all this shit with his pool.
Don't you like that, Fred?
You fucking spoiled white cracker.
Spoiled.
So
Why am I
John Beckman,
spoiled?
I'm gonna
Keep it
read a
matter,
story,
King
John
Fred.
Beckman, and I want you to tell me what you think about this for real.
With all the noise, I can't hear. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna read a story, and I want you to tell me what you think about this story for real.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And because this is serious. Hold on. Donald Trump flirts with third term. Would you be okay with Donald Trump having a third term?
No, sir.
A Qatari of Donald Trump loyalists is in the early phase of a campaign to rewrite the Constitution so he can serve another term, an idea Trump has done nothing to discourage. First as a candidate last year, and since he took office, Trump has teased, stoked, nurtured, fed, and if anything else, kept alive the improbable notion that he might run and serve one more time. Am I allowed to run again? Trump said last month at a meeting with the White House Republicans in South Florida. The Constitution is clear on that point. He's not. Under the 22nd Amendment, no one may be elected president more than twice. So that rules Trump out. There's no argument whatsoever that President Trump can be elected to the office of president again, said J. Michael Ludwig, a retired federal appeals court judge who was appointed to the bench by Republican President George H.W. Bush. And he said this in an interview. Die-hard supporters are undeterred, hoping to overcome that not-so-small obstacle. A poster displayed at the Conservative Political Action Conference outside of Washington, D.C. over the weekend was captioned, Third Term Project, and showed Trump in Imperial Julius Caesar garb. For Trump 2028 and beyond, it read. One of the organizers, Shane Trejo of Michigan, who's 37, said a goal is to persuade conservative Republicans to support the proposed constitutional amendment filed last month by a congressional ally of Trump, Representative Andy Ogles, who's a Republican from Tennessee. Ogles' resolution calls for extending presidential term limits for 8 years to 12, meaning that if Trump wins again, he could stay in office until January of 2033. He'd be 86 years old. So, John Beckman, would you support such a notion?
No, sir, and it's not going to happen. It's all hyperbole, and he does that just to rile up the opposite side.
But do you think that's healthy?
No.
Okay.
But I think it's funny.
Yeah, but
people like you are even. But you
no,
people like
listen,
you believe it. You know, Joy Reid just got fired. You know what I'm going to call you? Jay Reid.
Well, you know the difference between Joy and me?
Yeah, you both have the same last name, Reid.
No. She can get fired. I can't. Now, but you know who can get fired?
Nobody, because you don't pay anybody.
You
we can get muted.
Yeah. That's the equivalent of being fired. Like if you had something to say, yeah, see that? You just got fired. So I'm not okay with it. God dang it, I didn't see. Let me see.
He's not going to run it. Jay, he'll be 82. There's no way he's going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way all his people that voted for him this time would vote for him again. It just never will happen. Again, it's
Good morning, John
hyperbole.
Williams.
It's
So if he ran again, if they let him run again, would you vote for him?
absolutely not.
Okay.
How do you like them apples?
Well, I respect that, Beck.
You call me John Bolesco from now on.
Nope. I'm not calling. I'm calling you John Sicario, something like that. You look like one of those guys that. That's
JB.
what they
Call
said
me
about
JB.
him changing the Gulf of Mexico, and look what happened. It's only the Gulf of Mexico. While it's still the Gulf of Mexico.
Look at everybody gets upset over a body of water with its name. It's unbelievable to me.
But then why is he making it a big deal?
Because
If it
he's
ain't
fucking
nothing-
with everybody on the other side, Jay. Look at it. It's getting everybody revved up.
Well, he needs to run the country.
He's running the country. He's
No,
slicing
he's
and
not.
dicing
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
running the country into the ground is what he's doing.
Yeah,
A
what's so
man's
bad about it
hand-
right now?
A man's hand can tell you, a man, everything is going up. The price. What are you doing, John?
Well, you said a man's hands. Here's my hands. So tell me what my
man's
hands tell
hand
me about me.
Can tell a lot about him, and somehow Donald Trump never seemed to be saying anything good. Several photographs of America's commander-in-chief are going viral on social media, and everyone is wondering, is Donald Trump ill? It's not just the giant bruise on his right hand or the uneven skin tone on both hands. It's also his nails. And as you probably know, nails reveal a lot about a person's health. In Trump's case, there's a clear discoloration with some nails having a dull or slightly yellowish appearance. There are also visible ridges running from the cuticle to the tip, which Cleveland Clinic says could indicate deficiencies in key nutrients, dehydration, or more seriously, thyroid issues. So, John Beckman, if do you think that he might be sick? Are you concerned if you? Let me see what it says. What do fingernails say about your health? All right. So listen to this, John. Fingernails can provide valuable insights into your overall health. Here are some of the key observations. Pale or white, anemia or iron deficiency. Yellow, fungal infection, liver disease. Blue, poor circulation, low oxygen levels, dark streaks, melanoma, skin cancer, shape and texture, club nails, heart or lung disease, spoon nails, iron deficiency, pitted nails, psoriasis and eczema, brittle nails, thyroid issue, vitamin deficiencies, other signs, lines or ridges, stress, nutritional deficiencies, separation from the nail bed, infection, trauma, white spots, calcium, or zinc deficiencies. Most nail changes are harmless and related to lifestyle factors, nail polish, trauma, etc. However, certain changes may indicate underlying health conditions that require medical condition. If you notice any significant or persistent changes in your fingernails, consult a healthcare professional for evaluation. Given Trump's legendary love affair with fast food and preferences for Diet Coke over water, it's not a far-fetched theory to believe he may have some type of underlying health issues. So Beckman, if you woke up in the morning and it was breaking news that Donald Trump died in his sleep, died of a heart attack, had a stroke, would that be surprising to you? Would you think a conspiracy theory?
Like I said it the other day, I'd like to die in my sleep. Perfect way to die. No, I mean, hey, Jay, he's not He doesn't go around pretending to be the epitome of health.
Well,
I
you
think he
can't
has
go,
lost some weight.
you
I
can't
think he has
you
lost
can't
some
go
weight
around
though.
pretending to be the epitome of health when you wear a diaper and you got boo-boo stains in the back of your pants.
No, no. And hopefully when it happens to you and me, Ali will be there to see us through.
It ain't gonna happen to me, John. That's why I get
I'll
up and
be
work out.
I'll be
That's why
checking.
I get up.
I got a closet full of pills for if I ever get to that situation. I'm taking those pills.
Huh? You gotta so you're gonna kill yourself.
If I'm bedridden with diapers, what's the purpose on living?
So you would kill yourself.
That's why I get up and work out. That's why I got a closet.
Huh? Come back. Good morning, Six Eyes.
Well, I don't know. Somebody's talking. That wasn't me.
That was me turning down. Good morning, Doreen. So you would kill yourself, John.
If I was
If you would-
bedridden and in diapers, absolutely.
Yeah.
What am I living for? What am
What
I
are you
breathing
living
for?
for now?
So I can irritate you, evidently.
Good morning,
And I
Tammy
keep
Jeff.
telling you I love you. I want you to come visit, and you keep telling me I'm gonna get my head bashed in.
Well,
I know a wolf in sheep clothing.
now why do you think John is a wolf?
I know he is.
What did he do?
Mm.
What did John
What did
do?
I do?
Well, the first indicator was when you found out how perceptive of the type of niggas that you encompass yourself with, and you cut your beard. Once you cut your beard, your money, you gave yourself a new look. I said, "Oh yeah, he's a Confederate."
What are you talking about?
He never had
Talking
a
about
beard.
when you cut your. Yes, he did, Jay. He didn't let you. Yes, he did. You got to
Jeff,
look at his old face.
Yusef, I probably had that for 2 months when I was out of work.
See how it's coming out, Jay. See how it's coming out.
Big fucking deal.
See, yeah. Well, it's
You
a
got
fucking big deal.
you got a beard, so you're a Confederate.
Well, a beard tells a lot about a person.
In fact, you look like General Lee.
Maybe.
Robert E. Lee.
But
Hey, by the way,
I don't have the doctrine of General Lee.
I got a trivia question for you, Yusef. I want to see how smart you are. What's the last name of the only two brothers to sign the Declaration of Independence?
Good morning, Jojo Red.
So you think I give a fuck about?
I already gave you the
shit like
answer. It's the Lee brothers. That's what reminded me of it.
I don't. Well, all right.
You don't know.
I didn't stutter when I said it. I said it clear. I don't give a fuck about it.
You come in here pretending to teach
I'll
everybody
study him.
everything.
I'll
And you're like,
study
"Well, I
him.
don't know."
I'll study him. I'll read about him.
You know, I got that answer on Final Jeopardy. I would have won a lot of money that night if I was on there. Nobody else got it.
Well, you wasn't on it, John.
I don't think I do good on Jeopardy. No,
John,
I do like Black Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live. That was funny.
John, do you know who Alexander Lettersdorf is?
I do not. And I shan't pretend I do.
You want to learn about him today?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Let me know when you're going to go, and I'm going to go get another beer.
William Alexander Lettersdorf. He was a prominent figure. Oh, so where did he go? So why did I'm waiting for John Beckman.
Jay, I'm listening. I just turned the camera off. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Why you turn the camera off? Digging in your booty?
Because I'm getting up to go get a beer and take care of the dogs. Do you
Are
mind?
you digging in your butt though?
Here, you know what? Why don't you do it for me?
You got boo-boo stains. King Beckman used to rock a Confederate goatee. Then he cut it off.
Yes, he did.
So Alexander Lettersdorf, you guys, he was the first Secretary of State in California. First with the Mexican government and then with the American government. When we took over the United States, he owned about 35,000 acres. A lot of the land here in Sacramento, Folsom, Placer County, all that he owned. But he was a very prominent figure in San Francisco. So he was credited with building the first hotel, the first shipping warehouse, and he was considered one of the first black millionaires in the United States. So he was born in 1810 in St. Croix, West Indies. He arrived in San Francisco in 1841. He built his business empire serving on the city's first council, but he died in 1948 and he left behind a significant legacy, even though he was 37 years old when he died. 37 years old, Alexander Lettersdorf. William Alexander Lettersdorf. In 1834, he moved to Louisiana, and that's where he went into business with his brother, who was a shipping captain. He arrived in San Francisco, which was at that time called Yerba Buena, and he built a warehouse shipping yard and he built a lumber yard. And then 4 years later, in 1845, he was appointed U.S. Vice Consul to Mexico, and he became the first African-American diplomat in the United States. And also in the 1840s, that's when he constructed the first hotel known as the City Hotel in San Francisco. And then in 1847, he was elected to San Francisco's first city council and to the school board. And he contributed land for the first public schools in California. And he died from a brain, some kind of thing in his brain at 37 years old. What's interesting is that he and John Folsom were aware of each other. And John Folsom knew of his land holdings and how much land he owned. And John Folsom cheated Alexander Lettersdorf's mother out of the land for $75,000.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and then he died a short while after that.
Absolutely. Just like all the
And
other
then
stories go.
And then the lawyers who was representing him, they ended up with the land.
Right. Mysteriously. So, man, please. Especially when you live right here in the location that you're talking about.
So if you guys get a chance, read about Alexander Lettersdorf. There's a lot to know about him.
First of all, his last name.
What about his last name? Lettersdorf?
Yeah, it lets you know his origin and the people that he was dealing with at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Them top hat wearing motherfuckers.
So do you know that there's a guy named Richard Allen, a black man,
I've
Allentown?
heard of Dick Allen. He was a baseball player for the Phillies.
He was a black founding father of the United States. He was one of the founding fathers of the United States. Precursor to Frederick Douglass and Martin Luther King. You should read about him. Yep. So I'm just giving you guys Allen, Allen. I'm just giving you guys some information that you should know.
Do you ever do any history on white people?
Yeah, American.
White people always had history, John. That's why you guys
We
think
do?
you own everything. You think you guys own America? You guys think you built America?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't own
white
your
people
house.
think you guys think this is
You
a
own
white
your
country.
house. I own
It
my
has
house. I
never,
don't own your
it has
house.
never been a white country. It has always been a country of many
I didn't say
made up
that.
of
I
many.
said, you ever do a history on white people? I don't know. What does that have to do with who owns
Yeah,
it?
I have. Yeah, I did. As a matter of fact, I did history on John Brown, on Gerritsen. I've done history on white folks. It's just that
Okay,
you guys always get history, and so you don't have to worry about it. We don't. You guys act like our history didn't exist. Y'all some dirty motherfuckers when it comes to that.
I act like that.
Well, I mean,
You're
Lavish,
the one
please
teaching.
spell the name of the gentleman you just mentioned. Our sister Christy Graham would like for you to please spell it again.
Richard Allen, RICHARD
I think she means the
ALLEN.
Latin.
There go a history on white people
the
right
other
there.
guy.
That's a history of white people. These are all the white people that came to America when the white people said this is white man's land. You had the Polish came here, you had the Jewish come here, you had the Greeks come here, you had the Russians come here, and you had the French come here. All of them came here because this was white man's land. And then they made the black man slave. Just like they did when they so-called promised land, they sent spies into Canaan. And then they took the land of Canaan. Who possessed Canaan? Niggas. So the microcosm of what took place in America and in today's new civilization, because America ain't nothing but a baby. That's what took place in the beginning. The same thing that was done in the beginning is being taken place in the end. And that's why, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. The niggas was kings then, and the niggas is kings now. And that's why your world is coming to an end.
When's the end going to happen? So I'm prepared.
It's happening right now.
Born into slavery, Richard Allen bought his own freedom in Delaware during the American Revolutionary era, and then founded one of the first black churches in the fledgling United States. He helped lead the first sit-in against racial injustice at a segregated church in Philadelphia and co-authored one of the first anti-slavery essays by an African-American writer soon after the formation of the Constitution. Allen eulogized George Washington and challenged all Americans to not only end slavery, but treat African Americans as equal citizens. Without his early activism, the long civil rights struggle in the United States during the 19th and 20th centuries would have been very different indeed. In many ways, Richard Allen is America's Black founding father.
Now, that's an interesting story to know that he eulogized Washington.
Mm-hmm. Because he eulogized the white man?
Well, no, our first president.
I know. Okay, Dr. Princess sent me an email. Do you guys want to hear what it said?
Oh, please.
Good morning.
Okay.
I just wanted to give you an update about your investment to me because I don't want you to think that I've forgotten or have any altered intentions other than to pay you as I've committed. This is our coming along on all levels as far as a rollout. I'm doing the work of at least 20 employees, so it has taken a little longer. No worries. I'm on target in terms of project timelines that I've established once realizing that anxiousness that I found myself being towards the project at one time was not an option. I don't know what God damn it. I can't even read it. She don't even write right. I thoroughly appreciate your patience and gift of a moment. Anyway, so Dr. Princess asked me for long to do this thing.
Is she coming back or is she no?
I don't know. King, let Beckman know that he wouldn't be proud to hear about the history of his white ancestors in America. Just a little FYI.
Okay. Thank you, homosexual.
And so what made me even read that was she sent me another. I said, you use AI to cut your workload. So then she wrote me, many tasks are not AIable, if that's a word, laugh out loud. I have used Bing, for example, to condense my written text to lower word count, for example. Furthermore, when building an empire, launching programs, scheduling classes, seminars, and workshops, that comes from the book release and the complete rollout. At the same time, being my own manager, completing the press kit packages, submissions to magazines, and multimedia, etc. I am constantly swatching from department to department strategically. It's a lot. I'm not complaining, but this is what I'm working on. Thus, I am doing 20 hours a day or all-nighters just about every day, one or the other for over a year now, consistently. Doing my videos without any marketing push at the moment, though just letting it flow is a part of the domino rollout that I'm establishing in my comeback and foundation of my empire. Business development is one of my master skills, and it's not my first rodeo. Eventually, I'm sure whoever is the chosen manager for me, so that they can get me booked on interviews, speaking, etc., so that I can stay focused on production and the visionary aspect of this multi-billion-dollar empire, I will be too excited.
God, multi-billion.
Of course, energy is everything. So now that the divine won't just send anybody with the wrong intention or opposite of the energetic flow that is appropriate, until then, I'll continue in the flow. Woo! Okay. That's the way it is.
Oh God, you got her spot on. Does she think she's a celebrity?
That was Dr. Princess. Just imagine if that was your wife.
No.
Yes, King Beckman, because Lathers told her that last week.
What, that
She has
she's a
fans.
celebrity?
This is Lathers doing. He said she had fans.
Well, she does have fans. Even OAJ had fans.
Yeah, but is she infamous or is she famous?
She's got fans. There's people that come on this show that love her. But OAJ, if he were here, he would come and he'd say, "Why are you saying my name? Why am I so important? Even when I'm not here, I've listened to you guys speak about me.
Man, you cease and desist right now.
And you sycophants, John Beckman, you whipping boy. Yes, you are a whipping boy."
It's my street name. Whipped cream today.
That's one of Reese's words, sycophant.
Well, that's why he and OAJ, that's why they battled, because they were battling over what words to use, who was going to be the one that was the smartest. Reese and OAJ, what their battle was, who would be the one that could lead the conversation. So they battled with that. They did, So OAJ,
Reese refers to himself as the Frederick Douglass of today on his radio show.
I'm sure he does.
I like his show. I watch it.
I'm sure you do. It seems like a show you would watch, that your mindset and his would be, same small.
I'm just exercising my DEI.
Well, Frederick Douglass went down with John Brown as well. That's why he and I didn't see eye and eye, because I really admire John Brown.
No, Frederick Douglass. It wasn't that Frederick Douglass wasn't down with him. Frederick Douglass told him that it wasn't a well thought out plan. John Brown thought that he would go take the weapons and just everything would fall in line. Frederick Douglass said, "Hey, there's a conditioning that has taken place among those slaves. They're not going to just come with you. They're not going to do just what you want them to do." He and Sherry Pleasant gave him the money. She was in San Francisco. She was a black woman. She was rich. She funded it, but neither of them wanted to go because they said that they thought it was a suicide mission.
That means they're
Um,
not down with it then, Jay, right?
no. It means that they want to do something that's going to win. Why would I want to be
Right.
in a
That
fight
means
that I'm
they're
going to lose?
not down with it though,
No,
then, Jay,
no. It
right?
means that they're no.
So that
That's
means
not
you're
what.
right then. That means you're right.
I'll tell you what that
Okay.
means.
That
Here he
means you're
comes with
right.
his pleasantries.
Christy Graham said, I didn't tell you to take him off, Snitchy Smurf. Christy Graham said, that was Snitchy did that, not me. That's your dodo bird. Your bird, your
I'm
bird.
not on mute. I'm not on mute,
No,
am
but
I?
she
No,
put
she
you in the
took your
back.
picture
She
down.
took you off the back. And then I told her to bring you back.
She put you in
Oh,
the
well,
green
she's
room.
confused, Jay. She still loves me. She just went
We
with
all
you
love
because
you,
oh,
Yusef.
shut the fuck up. You went through her some Wonder Bread, and a dodo bird would fall for Wonder Bread instead of real seeds. You can see I feed my bird seeds. You gave her a loaf of Wonder Bread and she got all bloated, and now she's carrying on like she don't know shit. So she don't know what she
Christy
doing.
Graham said, I'm all for woman power and I adore her, but I would like her to reel it in a little bit when speaking. That's all. Mr. Reese, white opinion does matter, and we do miss him. I don't miss him. I don't know what you're talking about. Um, Jay, you're about to get snitched on, Professor Baloney. Honor your peace treaty, bucket. That's what that that's to you. That was from Snitchy, not from me. John Brown's indignation was righteous, but his plan was flawed, unlike CQ's plan. CQ's plan was flawed as well. That's why it didn't work. A 36-year-old Nigerian cardiologist based in the United States, Akina Aaron, has reportedly taken his own life after losing a child support case to his ex-wife. The Nigerian-born doctor allegedly committed suicide on Sunday, January 26, 2025, following a lengthy divorce battle with his estranged wife, which included a dispute over the custody of their children. Sources suggest that Aaron shot himself after a U.S. court ruled in favor of his ex-wife, ordering him to pay a monthly child support of $15,000. Clayton Udo, a Nigerian American who claims expertise in psychological and mental abuse, confirmed the tragic incident in a Facebook post. Udo stated that the court's ruling placed a severe financial burden on Aaron. He further revealed that the doctor had also lost his medical license due to the ongoing case. The abuse of African men in the U.S. must come to an end. In a deeply troubling case, Dr. Ikena Aaron, an American trained cardiologist, allegedly took his own life. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. He further revealed that the deceased had spent thousands of dollars in legal fees before the court's verdict turned it out in favor of his ex-wife. He shot himself to death. He spent thousands of dollars in legal fees, wasted money. I'm talking about a process that impoverishes you. You go to court and they take all your money. He lost his license as a cardiologist in this case. Plus, they slammed him with $15,000 a month, plus restricted access to his children. A member of the Nigerian community in the United States, who also confirmed Aaron's death in a post on Facebook, described him as a compassionate healer and a devoted family man. In loving memory of Dr. Akeem C. Aaron, it is with a heavy heart that the ASA-DC family announces the sudden death and untimely passing. Born on March 4th, 1988, Dr. Aaron was a compassionate healer and a devoted father. He survived by his children, Ugonna and Munachi, parents. I wonder if his wife was a black woman or another Nigerian, or if he went crack attack.
37 years old.
Yep.
Wow.
What if he went crackerjack? Now I'm gonna tell you something. If he went crackerjack, a lot of sisters are gonna say, "That's what he get. That's exactly what he get." If he went crackerjack.
You know, my brother shot himself when he was 40. Still young.
Huh?
So my brother shot himself when he was 40.
Your brother
Well,
shot himself. Good morning, Jeffrey Stewart.
39. He was 39.
Why
Martin
did he?
Luther King's age.
Why did he shoot himself?
Well, obviously, he was fucked up in the head. I think if anybody shoots themselves, there's something wrong.
That's it. It's just something wrong. It's just they head. They don't.
He was having family issues,
Okay.
just like this guy, evidently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you $15,000. You tell a guy he's got to pay $15,000 a month.
Well, obviously, he must have had it. That's
Well,
a
no,
lot of
because
money.
because you just took his license from him, John.
Well, yeah. I mean, you'd think the judge would take that into
You
consideration.
just took his
but he didn't.
license from him. You take all his money, and and then you tell him he's got limited access to his kids.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm out of there too. I don't blame him.
So
I mean,
let me
unless
just,
the guy was a real creep or something,
well,
but
but
doesn't
you know,
sound like it in what you
well, no,
read.
that's not what they said. But let me tell you what would happen if it was me. Shit, if somebody gonna go, I ain't going. I ain't going. Shit, I might go to a cell and just eat some, have some nice.
No, I wouldn't kill myself either. But,
You just said you would kill yourself.
well, that was hyperbole. See, I'm pulling a Donald Trump on you.
Oh, okay. So you're being retarded and dumb.
Is Fred going hunting?
No, Fred's not going. Why are you bothering Fred? Fred's not even doing nothing to you.
No, but I
Fred,
see the orange vest. That's normally what hunters wear.
Fred. John Beckman thinks you're going hunting because you have on an orange vest.
Can't hear you, Fred.
We can't hear you, Fred. Take yourself off mute.
This is a vineyard vine thermal vest that I wear when
It's a
it's.
nice vest.
Thank you, John. That's all you have to say. But all that is, he's going hunting and shit.
No,
Find
it's just
somebody
the
else to
color of
fuck
what
with, John.
hunters wear.
John,
That's all.
stop having a 10-year-old fucking conversation with grown men with that bullshit. Now, if you're gonna hang out with the blacks, you're gonna have to relinquish your white card.
Oh,
You know,
you're
they're
gonna have to
coming
tell
up
me
with
how
a
to.
card
So
for you to be
you're
an
gonna tell
American.
me how
Shut
to
up,
behave?
motherfucker. Do you hear me talking?
Barely.
Well, they got a card now that you can buy and you can be an American citizen. What do you think about that?
Oh, that's the
Dimwit.
That's the $5 million gold card.
Right. So I guess, you could own a few Negroes when
I
you
didn't
get the
look into it that much. I
$10
just heard
million
about it.
card. Why do you talk over me, man?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's that white shit. You think that you're superior, that
I just
when you hear
apologize.
me,
Go ahead.
no, your apology ain't shit. You not running nothing. I refuse to go ahead. How about that?
That's your prerogative.
Stop with the bullshit, John. I listened to you all morning
I just
with
said
the
I'm
fucked
sorry.
up
Go
jokes
ahead.
about Levert and all the rest of them, man. Knock that shit off. We don't need that here.
You're really upset. I met Eddie Levert.
I done told you that's one of my role models and one of the people that I really look up to. And
I hope you get to meet him next time you come to town. Then
you don't have to hope for shit. My best bud knows the guy personally. He manages him. That's not an issue. Okay.
your name's at the gate.
Can they? Would you find out how much they want for the station?
Yeah, I thought I would maybe talk to Kurt Goldman and see if he could reach out to them. Find out.
Yeah, find out for me. I would be interested.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if we should be ear hustling or not.
Well, he's got us on. He can put us on mute.
He probably forgot.
So no, I didn't forget.
He's messing up.
Well, because I may have to call some of you guys. We might be able to get another station.
Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Call us to do what? Invest.
Yeah, put some dollars in, John. I'm gonna take John. I want you to, I want you first. I'm gonna come in your pocket. I'm just gonna extract from you the way you extracted from the community.
Wow.
How I extracted from the community.
I mean, you benefited from the extraction.
I benefited from my hard work.
No, you benefited from your hard work based on you being able to step on my head.
Step on my head.
Good morning, Jay Henry. I'm gonna tell you what I love about Beckman. Every time he try to get out, I pull him right back in again.
Yep.
You're the multimillionaire, not me.
No, John Beckman. I'm a guy with $1 or $2.
And I'm a guy with a shekel
No,
or whatever shekel.
A shekel.
no, your wife made sure that you didn't have shekels. Now, if you was in charge, you would have shekels. Your wife made sure you didn't have
That's
shekels.
probably true. I'm not going to disagree with you.
No, it ain't probably true. That's a fact. And I'll call Donna right now and she'll verify it.
Why do you need to do that? I just verified it for you.
You said that's probably true. I'm gonna let her know that you're not giving her full credit.
Donna?
So if this is your first time listening to this show, it's silly.
Yes.
And it's funny and it's not real. It's not true. It's we joke. We talk shit to each other.
Okay. It's not true. I don't have money. It's not
also
true.
informative.
Beckman does have a few dollars. I've been to his house. And well, Donna controls Beckman's dollars. That's why he still has some. If Donna didn't control the dollars.
Oh shit, she's coming down now.
Yeah.
Can you change the subject?
Donna runs that show. Thank God for Donna.
Going to
Beckman,
truck you.
Beckman gangster for that one. Well,
Nobody.
make John pay in cash only. Oh, make John pay in cash only. Have someone.
That's
stand
fine by
outside
me.
his
That's
door
fine by
and
me.
take him
Whenever
to the
Jay asks me for money, I don't know how to send it over the phone. I always send him a check, or I have Donna do it because I don't have that shit on my phone. Zelle or Zillow, whatever it is.
You sound beer drunk.
Zell.
He
This is
sound
my
beer
second-
drunk?
It's my second beer.
Yeah. All right, we don't take much for alcoholic.
Donna?
Are you are alcoholic? You know that, don't you?
No. I'm retired.
You're retired.
So it's cool to be an alcoholic?
No.
You just do it because you have no control.
Is it cool to smoke pot 24 hours a day? Even when you're
Absolutely.
sleeping? Yeah, there you go.
Hey, let me show you something. You see that shirt? You see that shirt right there?
No, we don't.
Right there.
It's like an Indian face.
You
Yeah.
see that? You know what's under? Let me see what's under this motherfucker. Right here.
How many fucking t-shirts are you wearing?
What that
I wear
say?
one t-shirt at a time.
What
Purple.
that say?
Purple.
Says
Weed
something
Purple
about-
haze.
every day.
Purple
Smoke
haze.
weed every day.
Yeah.
But
Smoke
we don't see
weed
the word
every
smoke
day.
on there. You didn't give us a
Let
full.
me just say this to you guys. If you meet Kente and you
Smoke
encounter
weed.
him in any close proximity, you are going to smell like a marijuana plant. There's no way around it.
Oh yeah. I ignite the cannabis plant in me. That's the tree of knowledge. So what I do, I'm I with the plant. That's why everybody fall in love with her. She's a beautiful thing.
What does that mean? You're I with the plant. What does that mean?
You figure it out.
Gary Finney said it's 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Drinking alcohol is bad for your health.
You see what that hat says? It's
Beckman.
5 o'clock somewhere. See that?
Uh-huh.
And look, on the front of the hat has a clock. It's at 5 o'clock. So fuck off.
Oh, I like how you said "fuck off." You meant that shit.
Right.
You put a lot of ethos and pathos in that shit.
That's right.
Yeah, I know you did. I know it's in your gut. Bubbly, bubbly.
Don't you worry about it. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I took an Alka-Seltzer.
No.
Kansas City reporter found dead in hotel room.
Oh, that
before
was during the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Uh-huh. A woman was charged with fraud and other financial crimes following the death of Adan Manzano. Adan Manzano, the sports reporter who was found dead in his Louisiana hotel room days before the Super Bowl, had Xanax in his system at the time of his death. Citing a preliminary toxicology report, Kenner, Louisiana police detective Jeffrey Fitzmaurice made the revolution while testifying at a bond hearing for Danette Colbert, who was charged with fraud and financial crimes. Manzano, who worked for Telemundo, Kansas City, was found dead inside his hotel room in Kenner on Wednesday.
He did not make the revolution. He made the revelation.
Revelation. Thank you, John Beckman. He had been in town to cover Super Bowl LIX in New Orleans. A day after, I guess 59. A day after his death, police arrested Colbert, who was accused of using Manzano's credit cards. She's charged with fraud and other financial crimes, though she hasn't been charged specifically in relation to Manzano's death. Fitzmaurice said Manzano was not prescribed Xanax prior to his death and noted that it was unclear how or when he ingested the drug. Kenner Police Chief Keith Conley said at the press conference that when Manzano's body was found, it was discovered that his credit card and phone were missing. Upon reviewing security footage, Conley said Manzano was seen entering his room with Colbert at around 4:30 a.m. on Wednesday before she was allegedly seen leaving the room alone later that morning. Upon searching Colbert's home, Conley alleged that police found Manzano's phone and credit card. Colbert was subsequently arrested in New Orleans. While Colbert was not previously known to Kenner police, Conley claims New Orleans investigators were familiar with her. So you guys want to see what she looked like?
Yes.
Booger Bear.
That's not nice.
Booger Bear. Just a Booger Bear. Booger Bear. Yeah. And that ain't her hair. That's a wig. That's one of them wigs that got the part in them and make it look like it's part of your scalp, but it's not. See that?
Why you got to put her hair fashions out there? I don't understand what that has to do with the story.
I'm just saying.
How do you know? How do you know, Jay?
How do I know what?
Because he knows
about them wigs that got a part in the
because you can see because you can see it right there, dum. It's right there.
Right at the bottom of her part, you can see the little piece of lace. She didn't cut that clear. That is a telltale sign, but that has nothing to do with the story.
Put the camera on your head. Let's see what the fuck's going on with your shit. Not
You've
yours.
already seen my hair. I've already shown you my hair.
Not yours. Hold your head up, nigga. I'm talking about
Lather's hair.
Oh, no, you.
You see my hair. You see my hair.
Yeah, look at that big ass forehead. Y'all could be relatives, right?
Did you just call me a monkey?
Look at her forehead. Her forehead look like matching your forehead. That motherfucker shit receding too.
It might be an Aquarian thing. I don't know but I'm a Capricornius, so whatever.
All I know is this. You know what? So you go all the way to New Orleans. You're gonna bring somebody to your room, and and then I mean, like you in New Orleans, right? And that's what you're bringing. You're bringing a Booger Bear.
Damn.
You're bringing a Booger Bear to the room.
Maybe she's better when she get cleaned up.
Fred, are you looking at the Booger?
Oh my God.
The booger, I said the booger booger. She ate the booger, she's just the booger booger. She's just the booger, she's just the booger booger. She's just the booger bear.
Hey, come on, man. That's
That's
enough.
unkind.
Yeah.
She was a booger bear though. You
He
gotta
was
act
drunk. He was drunk and he was vulnerable. Took her up there and she did what she was gonna do.
he took that. He took one of them Xanax and lost his mind.
You in New Orleans, they partying, man.
Big Charles, where you at?
Our sister Karada says she's handsome. Sister.
Here's the story.
Oh Lord. Book
If
of
you want to date Dwayne Wade's daughter, Zaya Wade, proceed with a little bit of caution.
That's cold, Jay.
The people.
That's cold, man. That's cold, man. That's cold.
That's what he do. That's his fucking motto, to fuck it
That's
up.
cold, man. That's cold, man.
The people I've dated have all been afraid of him in the first reaction. They shared with 17 in an interview published Monday, February 24th. He's gigantic and he has this deep booming voice. He's my daddy. But before any potential suitors avoid shooting their shot, they admit he's not as scary as some may think. The facade only lasts for so long, and you actually see his real personality. He's a teddy bear. Oh, he's just a big teddy bear. He's my daddy. He's a teddy bear. Dwayne Wade's most insightful quote about his strong bond with transgender daughter, Zaya, through the years. Dwayne, 43, shares Zaya, as well as 23-year-old son, Zaire, with his ex-wife.
One.
He's also a father to son Xavier, whom he welcomed in 2013 with ex Asia Matoya. Wade and wife Gabrielle Union share a daughter, Kavia James, who was born in 2018. Zaya tries to be her best to focus on academics and figure out where she wants to go to school. I already messed up this thing with gender. Shit, I started off a boy, but I'm the best girl I could be. The high school
I love that.
help
Do it again, Jay.
interested in dating. Unfortunately, Dwayne and Union are really cool about it. Me and my stepmom love to dish the dirt and tap into the high school gossip. They said she gets excited for me, and I'm like, oh, I like this person. While Dwayne tries to scare any person, he tries to scare any person I have interest in. They said she appreciates both her mom and her stepmom and her dad. So let me show you Dwayne Wade's daughter. That's her. So Dr. Dre, I wish Dr. Dre was here right now. There she is. And let's
look at the vibe.
There she is right. Here she is right here. There she is. Mm-hmm. Here she is right here. Let me show you another picture of her. So she's a tall girl because her daddy's 6'5", 6'6".
Is she gay too, like his son?
Okay, John. This is his transgender son.
God,
oh, that
damn.
is?
Yeah. This is.
That's why I said you're beer drunk, John.
I was doing chores, man. I didn't hear the story. Oh my God. So that thing's got a penis?
Wow, why you say that thing?
Because it's
nice.
it's a boy. It's a boy dressed as a girl. It's no more. It's not. That is no more than a transvestite. I'm sorry. That's what a transgender is.
Well,
so it's a transvestite. Let's just say that.
No, John Beckman, it's not. They have
the
rules.
gender.
Conrada said she's handsome also.
She did.
What a nut.
Who is running water? in the background.
So Mo Moon said, I'm curious, if you date her and you're a woman, are you considered a lesbian?
You mean date him?
So what if she dated a girl who wanted
Jay,
to
it's not a she.
No, listen
it's
to
a
me,
he.
John. Listen. I'm asking you guys a question. This is a good question. What if she dated a girl who transformed into a boy, and she was a boy who transformed into a girl? When they could have just stayed the same and and been together, and it would have been normal. Because the girl
That'd be one fucked up Thanksgiving dinner.
think about it.
Yeah, they do all this for naught.
She dates a girl that wants to be a boy. So she said to him, she said to the girl, you ain't got to turn into those. Don't do that. 'Cause I like you already. And I see you a boy for me. I'm not gonna be a girl for you. And we can stay, I can stay how I'm is, and you can stay how you
Come
is.
look at this nigga, Val. Hurry up. When he put his hands up like a puppy. Come on, hurry up. Do that again, Jay, and do your voice. Hold up. Look at this motherfucker. Do your little gay thing. Do it, nigga.
Fuck of the lips.
Come on, Jay.
No,
Come on, Val. Do it, man.
Okay, first of all, let me just say this.
Look at him.
That's your Facebook, buddy. That's why you got to do your mouth like that.
Yeah.
Because it's a satire and a joke, and it's funny, and it offends people, and people.
You know,
get
I'm just so
mad.
glad I'm close.
Now it's satire.
Than I am to birth.
Now it's satire and it's a joke.
Satire. It's not.
It's criminality.
Well,
was Beckman satire yesterday when he was shaking his ass
you
like
want to bring her back so we can talk about how you and Dr. Dre was on the couch with the with the covers.
She was on the show that New Year's Eve when he came out, when he first told us that he was fucking looking a boy in the eyes. No, she does not want to come back, Jay. Okay? Find somebody else. Fuck with
Kente, give us a tour of your house, man. I'd like to see your house.
Hell no.
He's in his study. I think that's his study that he's in. He showed us around here before.
We got to see Ali's living room yesterday.
That wasn't a real living room, Beckman.
Show us your book collection, Plankton, please.
I'm not. Who the fuck? What? Get the fuck out of here! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Smell your hair for me.
Good morning, Tanya.
He's high enough. You don't need to smell his hair.
Look how long that hair is.
Snitchy Poo, you know you don't want nobody saying nothing about your house, your hair, your shape.
Y'all do anyway. No matter what I say, y'all gonna do that anyway. That's how it works here.
That is how it works here. That's what I like about you, Snitch. You know exactly what you're up against.
Yes.
Come on, Kente, smoke with me, man.
That's one of Kente's birds. That motherfucker can't find a way home. She don't know where to drink water. She don't know where to drink water if it's right in front of her, and she don't even know the cross street. If the motherfucker got lost and they say, "What's your cross street? How do we get you there?" Do you know this motherfucker don't know her cross street?
Nicole, that's your real room, isn't it? That's not a background thing.
Yes, this is part of the room. Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Very
nice.
What you thought? What you thought? She just because she needed a job, and you thought she lived under a rock or in a cardboard box?
Oh, I was complimenting her.
No, you didn't do that.
Real items. This is a real room. I'm also real. Yes.
Jay is a chamber having an open house tonight. No, maybe the Sacramento Chamber of Commerce, but not the California Black Chamber. No,
it's a big difference. Like the Rotary
For
Club?
instance,
Oh, they're coming to his house on the March 12th.
The Rotary Club is coming.
So what does the Rotary Club do versus the chamber?
The Rotary
What's the
Club
difference?
is a philanthropy organization.
yes.
They give
So
money.
business, huh? Yeah,
You're looking
because
for money?
no, that's not me, Tanya. So the Sacramento Black Chamber changed their name to the Capital Black Chamber because they're in the capital city. So I'm the California Black Chamber for the whole state of California. They represent Sacramento. They're trying to make themselves a state chamber, but it's difficult when you only have one person working for you. So
So Jay, let me get back to the radio station you were trying to ask us money for. Where is that station at?
downtown Sacramento.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have to do some diligence on it, but I would be interested in it.
Paul Petrovich can, handle it, right?
Huh?
Can't Paul Petrovich handle it?
No, Paul Petrovich don't do stuff like that. Paul Petrovich does one thing: he develops land.
Mhm.
Can I come, King? I'll bring some beans and rice. No, Del Bernie. It's actually for just. It's going to be 15 to 20 members of the Rotary Club. They're just people that are in. But you should be part of the Rotary Club. It's a good philanthropic organization.
But is Dale Burney highfalutin?
Del Bernie can salute at whatever level he want to.
And
Dale
he's not-
Baloney?
yes.
Del Bernie.
Dale Baloney.
Del Bernie, John. You're not gonna see, John. You can't do like OAJ and try to come between me and Del Bernie. It ain't gonna work.
No, I'm not trying to come between that,
No, we don't know. That's what you're doing.
Look at Chocolate Peach. She looks highfalutin today. You wearing a suit.
You sound like an alcoholic, man. Why don't you just
Don't
shut
worry
up?
about what I sound like.
Well, I'm telling you what you're doing. Sound like
Send
you
me the
had about
minutes when
3
you're done,
beers.
okay? Mail me the minutes when you're done.
Alcoholic boy, just a
Mhm.
boy
Wow.
who's an alky.
Mhm.
They call him Alec.
Mhm.
Alcoholic.
Alcoholic boy.
That was alcoholic bitch there. Yeah, you're alcoholic bitch.
Every day, I make sure my daughter always has at least $1,000 in her account every day. So no matter what she
I wish I
spends.
were your daughter.
I know you do. I know you do. I told you that's day number 2. See, I told you until you got 1 year that you're gonna exercise your sexuality, like you said that Professor and I was, and day number 2, you wanted to be a girl. Yesterday you came on here shaking your ass like a bitch. So you're batting
and you
1,000.
wanted to kiss it.
Well, listen, now you're talking like that.
You wanted to kiss it.
I recite on site, and it happened. You little bitch.
Damn.
Can you believe that, Fred?
Well, that's what you do. You go around here in front of the world, embarrassing your race like that. In front
Don't worry
of
about
all
what I embarrass.
don't worry about it. Well, you put
Why
it
are
on
you,
display.
why are you talking about it?
Because you put it on display. It's what I see.
Right, so
I
you're
can
worried
see.
about it.
Well, that's what I do. I talk about shit I see. And you was up there on the corner shaking your ass. Like
Can you
a
tell
little
me how
bitch.
my Jake said a story earlier today about my nails? Can you tell me what my nail says?
Well, I don't know what your nails say, but what I saw you doing is shaking your ass like a bitch,
Look at
lifting
that.
your
Okay,
shirt up,
well,
an embarrassment to your race. I told you it's like the days that the people that was white that fucked over black people, gonna come a day where you gonna be fucked over by black people.
Sounds like you fuck me over every day, so I'm used to it.
Well, I'm just talking about intellectually here.
Yeah, you're my
Yeah.
teacher.
I'm not your teacher. Mm-mm. You're being judged now, just like your country. Your forgiveness days is over. Ain't no more. Don't
Can
even
you
give a
play
fuck
some
about
people,
that.
Asco?
No,
Christ's sakes.
he's playing a cappella kente, motherfucker. Yeah,
Motherfucker.
in the key of D. D, motherfucker, D.
D for dummy. Whose phone is that? Oh, that's Chocolate Peach, but she's nowhere to be seen. Oh, she's Queen Chocolate Peach now.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, okay.
And she's at work. Thank you for respecting. Get a beard brush, Plankton. Get a beard brush.
What I want a beard brush for?
Because you
Why
need
do I want a beard brush? Why would I waste my time on that?
How
It'd be
come you
like-
don't have Queen in front of Snitchy Smurf?
because it's okay. What about
I threw away
the
the
Queen
comb to
Stitchy
get
Smurf?
this.
I'm okay. I'm all right.
I threw away the brush to get this. Why would I get a brush to keep this?
Because
It
you're
takes
not
out
dreading
time.
that.
How
You
do
don't want
know
your
what I'm
beard
doing?
dreaded.
How do you know? How do you know what I want?
I'm looking at what you're presenting, and you're not presenting dreadlocks in your beard.
Well,
Hey,
this
Jay,
is
let me ask
Don
you a
of
question.
the Dread. You heard of Don? You heard of
Mhm.
Arrested Development? Didn't you? Had a song Don of the Dread.
I hadn't heard of that song, but I have
Of
heard of the
course you
group.
haven't. That's because you're not in that frequency yet.
I see.
Can I
Get
No,
the
ask
frequency
don't
my
of a
brother
brush.
Jay? Can I ask Jay Reed a question?
No, you're
please?
interrupting. You're interrupting. You're an interrupter.
It's our
Jay,
brother
what
Bernard. Hey, brother.
what was your favorite Roberta
Morning.
Flack song? Mine was the first time I saw your
You gotta
face.
wait your turn, John Beckman.
Look here, he gonna ask Jay and then he gonna give his. You stupid motherfucker. Stupid little motherfucker.
That's the time. I feel like
Hey,
making love to you. That's the time.
Is that
I
a
feel
truck
like
you have,
making
Bernard?
dreams come true. Whoa,
You know it.
baby.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
feel like making love.
Okay.
That's my favorite Roberta Flack. But my favorite Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack song is "Where's the Love." Fred, how you eating without your teeth?
He's doing a lot of chewing, isn't he?
Seems difficult.
Hey, Fred, I'm going to send you a blender.
Wow.
Well,
So,
Why you gonna send him a blender, John?
well, it'll be easier for him to eat.
So he can parade his food.
Oh
I just want to help out wherever I can.
Go send you some rosary beads.
hey Jay, keep on, motherfucker.
So Zelensky just now makes a deal with Trump on the minerals and most important resource of Ukrainian to share with the U.S. What the fuck? It's time to get those lithium and uranium stocks going.
Yeah, you see,
Ain't that something how
our
they sitting
Go
up here
ahead, Yusuf.
negotiating minerals? They up here
Well,
having wars based upon the minerals and how much it's worth in today's world. And
Yeah, but
that's
don't
why that's why these white men are fighting wars right
yeah,
now.
but don't you want our $200 billion back and something?
No, man, we want peace. Why don't
Right,
you
we want
white
that.
people?
Right.
Why don't you? No, soon as you white people get the fuck out of here with your wars, it'll be peace. You're fighting over what the minerals are in the land. You up here
Lithium.
killing people over minerals.
I am?
Well, you're not debating on that's what's happening. You're debating on if it's you, but you know it's happening. Got the whole world is at war because of the white men that are in power.
It is true. I can't tell. I'm gonna let you hear the new track for Pain of Love so you can hear what we're doing. What me and DOA doing. Go ahead, Beckman. Go ahead, Beckman. Look at Beckman.
Very nice, King Beckman. Very smooth. Thank you.
That's that chorus.
Yep.
Old like.
Boom, boom, boom. That's what's going. Boom, boom, boom. That's the whole song right there. That's the whole song right there.
Don't.
That is, yeah. That whole song is held on. Who is that?
Monica.
Where'd that come from? That right
Mama, let me in your heart and rock me, baby.
No, it did not come from.
No, that ain't that.
Don't.
Fred,
I'm not.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
you
Earth,
don't-
Fire. That's
Did you put it backstage?
Yeah, don't want to hear that.
Heavenly Sunshine.
No,
You
no,
are
it's
my
not
light.
from that.
No, it
I
ain't?
just
Okay.
no, that's not where I took it from. I just made the bass line. I just made don't don't
Same note.
don't.
You took
Don't.
don't.
No, I could no. It could be don't. Don't. I could have. I could have think of anything that I did before that. So
Leave him alone, Kente. You know that nigga's a musical genius.
Well, that's what I heard.
Well,
like
fuck what you heard. You fucking with a musical genius.
There was 2 notes taken away.
Monica Lewinsky believes President Bill Clinton should have resigned from the Oval Office as Congress voted to impeach him for lying about his affair with the then 22-year-old. I think that the right way to handle a situation like that would have been to probably say it was nobody's business and to resign, Lewinsky told Call Her Daddy podcast host Alex Cooper in an episode released on Tuesday night. Lewinsky, who interned in the West Wing between 1995 and 1997, suggested Clinton should have been truthful about the pair's alleged sexual relationship as a solution to finish out his second term and scandal. Or find a way to stay in office that was not lying and throwing a young person like me who's just starting out in the world. The remarks are the first of its kind for the activist who revealed she's never been asked the question. Lewinsky felt she was being too lenient with the former president and the magnitude of what the resignation could have meant. At the time, I hear myself say that like, put yourself on mute, Fred.
I already done it.
It's like, okay, but we're also talking about the most powerful office in the world. I don't want to be naive either. Lewinsky was a key figure that led to the impeachment of Bill Clinton. Remember when Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton, I understood where he was coming from. She was right there, in availability, and she was young and the president of the United States. But when you're dealing with young women like that, you know they talk a lot. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. You can't tell anyone. You got a pinky promise. You'll never tell anyone. Now tell me. You know, you have to pinky promise. Okay, I pinky promise. Okay, we've pinky promised. I kissed Bill. What?
Deductions
I
laughing.
kissed Bill. Who? Bill. Clinton, the president. What? Oh my God. Have you guys done it? Not yet, but I did touch it. He let me touch it. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling someone. That's how that shit got out. All she had to do was shut the fuck up.
She want to play the victim because she gave some head. That's ridiculous.
Professor
I think
Keone
the
said-
lady that she
Oh.
told, and I forget her name, Trap or something. She's dead now.
Yeah. Dale Burney said, King, was that a play on words? You understood where he was coming from.
I think so, King Dale.
All I know is this. If you talk about your personal business with me, you only get to talk about it one time.
Right.
We don't have no more personal business. Don't be. It's called personal business for a reason. That was their personal business. She shouldn't have been talking to nobody. But she young, Bill. She gonna talk about it. She gonna tell somebody.
I hate to inform you, but that's not attributed to just younger age. It's a whole lot of personal business shared.
Yeah.
All
That's
ages.
a lot
Just
of
know that.
young minds. That means that they a lot of young minds out there, and got their nose off their face and in somebody else's business.
And
That's why
Nicole,
they have
did
a
you
hard
sleep?
time breathing.
Nicole, did you sleep with Barack Obama?
I'm so
No,
glad we
no, I
had
didn't.
this time together just to have some fun and sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Coming up.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna go work on my melanin. And we'd like to thank our host, Lion J. King, for hosting us today.
Show is over, but don't you cry. We're coming back, no need to say goodbye. 2
White boy
hours
got kicked off.
just flew by. Tomorrow's here.
He had to leave early.
Dumb ass eyes around for the 3rd hour of power.
So has this transitioned, the show transitioned?
Jake got dementia. Jake got dementia. Jake got dementia. Wow.
Can I breathe? Am I being
You can
told?
breathe, dog.
Yes, you
Go
can
ahead and
breathe.
breathe.
Oh, so nobody, why no one answered?
We probably couldn't hear you over the outro music. What was your question or statement?
There wasn't no statement. I was talking to her. I said, "Is this dead air?" No one said anything. No one said
It wasn't
show
dead air.
transition.
It wasn't dead air. The music was playing.
The
The
music
outro
was playing.
music was playing, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, say that. I don't know. Shit. Is it
Well, we
done?
didn't want to interrupt the music, you know, so unlike yourself.
Oh, so
Well-
the music can't be heard over this network?
Yeah, the music can be heard. Our brother Bernard heard it. I also heard it. Many others heard it. Because you don't have your headphones adjusted properly is probably why you didn't hear it.
Okay, if it's probably why, that means it could be other reasons though too, right?
Yes.
Oh, nothing to do even with me.
Has everything to do with you.
Yeah, I would say so, because you're the one that didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. Well,
But we're not going to judge. We're not judging. There's a lot of things you don't hear.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
a lot of things I
that's
don't hear. That's why I got you here. Hopefully
that's
you can
strange.
play
You
it.
couldn't hear that. That is
Yeah, with
strange.
these apparently it is with these headsets. I don't know, it's a pretty good headset too.
I like when you wear them, though, because I think you could hear better that way. And it doesn't hinder your driving. But I think there's a volume, something or other. But King Fred has the same trouble with his headset. So I don't really know. What would you say, Professor Baloney? Wow, really? So I'll snitch, huh? Okay, I'm gonna snitch on you in a minute. That's what's about to happen. I'm about to snitch on you, Professor Baloney.
Anything you know, you will tell it.
And not
That's for
everything.
damn.
Oh no, not everything, not at all. Nowhere near it, actually. That's what I can do. I can hold water.
Damn. Can she hold water?
You don't know? Oh, he kind of know. Yeah, he know I can hold water.
We know you can't hold a note.
Now that's true. Now that is true. I never claimed myself a singer.
She confessed. She claims the word snitch. She want to be known.
No, I mean, here, because it's the only place this could happen is here. Nobody else, anywhere else, will understand that. So it's fun. Why not?
All right. Well, that's what I just said. You don't
Yeah,
feel bad
like
about it.
plankton. Like, where else in the world can anyone understand what I would mean to call you plankton? They would understand it, but here, it fits.
You
No,
do
it
it,
don't.
and you
We
don't
don't know
understand
what
why
the fuck
you
that
do it.
means. Don't
Plankton?
care. We
Yes,
don't care. We
I know
don't
it.
care, Snitchy Poo. How about that? You sound like Beckman. You sound like the motherfucking white boy,
Man.
OJA and Beckman.
Oh
You
yeah,
all
what you
fucked
sound like
up.
right now? What you sound like?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Here's our sister. Oh, sister, I'm sorry. Were you ready? I'm sorry. You okay? You ready? Okay, sister. All right, there she is.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop. That's why my camera's so icky.
Oh, okay.
But
So our brother's official, like you said, the third hour power stays on Facebook. Yes. That could be an issue, couldn't it? With what goes on here. Well, I mean, Leathers prefers it. So here we are,
We do
brother.
what the fuck we want to do
15
here,
on 11.
homeboy. You didn't know that? We the new niggas.
Lord.
Vallejo.
We'll know. To our brother's official.
We
They're gonna give us a
the
strike.
niggas
I'll know.
that got the case.
And if they do give us a strike, then we'll have to maybe stay in the group page because it seems like there's a little bit more freedom in there.
Don't tell her that. She already trying to monitor and watch us, make sure we don't do nothing wrong. Don't tell Snitchy Poo a motherfucking thing about no Facebook. Shutting us off. Fuck Facebook. We got our own network.
We do want to win, but we do simulcast to Facebook.
Oh man, you trying to use Jay's shit. We gonna win. Well, do you want to win or do you want to lose?
No, do you want to be right or do you want to win? We want to win.
Want to win.
Thank you for listening, King Fred.
For a minute, after a while, you're gonna get boring to me
This is your third hour of power.
with your niceties.
See, I'm not gonna be rude for nothing. You don't want me to be rude for real.
If you can,
none of that. Let me
we can talk about what's going on with Musk. Let's talk about Musk and the boy that he keep putting up as a shield. Somebody told me that he's putting him up as a shield, so when the snipers go to shooting, they won't shoot his shield. Blow that little motherfucker right off his arm.
You're not talking about his child, are you?
Fuck yeah.
King Fred.
He like a bird in a nest. They don't let no motherfucking bird that can't fly just keep on fucking dragging them down, eating and bullshit. And if you ain't worth it, they kick your ass out that nest. And he already got a bad way about his ass. He come into the White House, little boy, disrespectful. Don't you see the president sitting there? There's no place for a kid. All the
Well,
nasty, dirty deals. Shut up.
we can't blame the child for not having home training. That's just a little baby. He's
But what
not.
happened to you?
What happened to me? I don't know. What happened?
They wouldn't tell you to goddamn me stop eating and sit your ass down and all that goddamn talking.
Yeah, I got all that. I received my home training. Thank you.
But you do know how to make a biscuit.
And my snacks, no. And you should have never told him that I know how to make a homemade biscuit, King Fred. That's why we have problems.
Can you make a crust?
For a pie?
What you laughing at, Snitchy Poo? With your munchkin looking ass.
I'm not laughing.
I'm
I'm
laughing.
talking about.
Well,
talking about Mo
well, you
Moon.
said the wrong motherfucking name because you over here too busy smoking instead of looking at the damn camera.
Here comes our brother Sir Fish a lot. Or should I say Sir Charm a
He got
lot?
his ass
Hey, Sir
too
Charm a
today.
lot.
Will you shut up?
Good morning, y'all.
Sir Fisher-Lot trying to keep his goddamn job. That white boy was breathing down his neck. Then he said, well, hell, who is that you're talking to? Well, what's going on over there? Come here. Come into my office. That's the last time I seen him yesterday.
Yeah,
He went
know
into
what?
him.
You know
Did
what?
you get your ass chewed?
No, you know what? My yesterday I tried to get on Facebook at the same time, and my earpods kicked off to my speaker, and so
They can hear.
everything could be heard.
Ah, it was all kind of N words in the office.
Well, fortunately, there
Oh,
was
please,
my
the white man
fortunately,
looking over your shoulder.
fortunately, my two coworkers that sit next to me, they weren't there at the time, but
Oh,
I think somebody else might have heard something.
Man, with that Wi-Fi, I'm gonna tell you, our stage got Wi-Fi, and if I push the wrong button, everything that I be saying, y'all be saying to be all over the building. My neighbors even fucking hear it. The bitches.
Y'all better be careful with that Wi-Fi.
I ain't gotta be careful with
You gonna
shit.
get your call to the office. You gonna go to extra training. Okay? They won't have a talk with you.
I'm
King
62.
It's not for Wi-Fi, not for the PA speaker. None of that. Don't do it.
You're so scary.
Well, hey, everybody's gainfully employed. We want to keep it that way.
Fuck it.
Fred, what are you smoking?
Some prop cigarette. Some prop, just some prop shit.
It's bad for your health, brother.
I know. As a matter of fact, I went to the doctor yesterday. You guys can breathe. My doctor said I'm the healthiest motherfucker. He say I don't know what to do with you. You're just too healthy.
Well, that's great.
Yeah,
He said my A1C is fine. My BPL is fine. My BBDs is fine. My RLS is fine. My cholesterol's fine.
Awesome.
My A1C is excellent. My cancer is at a 5. Hey, you're good, Mr. Crosby. I don't know what else to do with you. I'll see you in 6 months. So, no, you won't, motherfucker. You're going to see me every 3 months. We're not going to let shit get out of control, homie. I don't know what you're talking about. 6 months, my ass.
Did you tell him about them donuts?
He could look at the scale and tell. Yeah, motherfucker say you lost 4 more pounds since the last time I saw you. I say, yeah, because I'm skinny.
Anybody hear from our brother Dre?
Skinny with no butt.
Brother Dre down
He
and out.
under the weather still, but let me see is he back? Hold on, let me text him now.
Do we have to wait for you?
Fred, you told them 6 months. I told them they wanted to see me every 3 months. And I said, no, man, I ain't gonna be coming in to you every 3 months. I come to you when I
I need to see that motherfucker every day. I need to see him every day.
Oh,
I
okay.
need to see that motherfucker every day. Run some blood, do some testing, goddamn it. Because I don't want to go through what I went through. Everybody's shit different.
Don't you feel your body? I mean, do you? Or I'm asking, do you?
Yeah, I feel my body. Yeah, fuck yeah. They say I'm good, but I don't. My bones hurt, man. I can't see out of one eye.
So how's your bones doing?
My bones hurt all the time.
So what was the account on the bone? I mean,
Uh, got,
I
gotta
don't
go
really
to.
mean to pry. I mean, you gave the information.
You can cry as much as you want to. I'm what you call it, Polaroid. I'm not that other word. I'm Polaroid. This is what you get. Uncut.
You're right. I only
Hold on.
injected because he just asked me. He said I'll check with you.
Man,
I'm
I
just
tell
taking
that
a
man
little bit,
everything
right?
about me. That man know my family history, my family medical records. He know everybody in my family blind, been amputated, and we own it. Me and my
Right.
doctor, my guy and my doctor, we're on it. I'm not going for that foolishness, assuming and thinking. I try a bit of what you say. I try a little bit what Snitch Boo say, Mary Muffin say, what Jay say. And evidently it all come together. I just praise God. But I'm not going to have an argument with damn motherfucker about water that sits sometimes. It goes like this sometimes. They call it H2O. They call it a lot of things. I just know that I know the Lord. I know who woke me up this morning. That's what I do know. Now, man want to fuck around with you and fuck around with you and fuck around with you, but you better have a relationship with God. And
Big.
That Bible study that we had, man. Let me tell you something about that Bible. I knew why I stopped reading the Bible, and I read it several times. There's too much trickery in that motherfucker. How about that? That's a book of trickery. It'll trick you up. You can fix it and patternerize it and make it go your way all you want to. Ye and they and ye and yo and ya. Fuck you.
That's why you gotta read the NIV. Well, at least you can. It's in it. You can understand it. That's what I do. I
Man,
read
they
the
say
NIV.
King James Version was supposed to be the motherfucker that you could just read. Man, you go in there and go to read and they parables. They ain't, man, come on, man. And then once you listen at it, you know it's a mind trickery game. Anytime it says that there's everything under the sun, and the Holy Father, and this, that, and the other, and Mary
These
Magdalene
and
was a hoe,
thous.
and you can motherfucking any of the brothers in the Bible, John Saul, and then they turned one in to this, and then he had leprosy and all that bullshit. Man, God don't make it that complicated. Not my God, the one that woke me up this morning. Now, if you want somebody to beat you and tell you that you're gonna burn, you're gonna scare the hell out of you, and everything you look at, don't look at her like that. Man, get the fuck out of here.
You
Don't
know,
look over there like that. If your dick get hard, you're going to hell. Don't look up, man, get out of here. That's a little shit that I'm talking about. But when you get up in there and you're trying to Saul had a brother, and his brother had a famine, and this one had a famine, and that one had a famine, and this one walked down there and they beat him and they scalded him, and he went that way, and God still loved him. Man, drink the water. Drink the water and use your brain. You've been living. Come on now. I was born Baptist. Went to church every day. Sunday school all the way to the fucking in the night. Preacher over there. My granddaddy preacher. My mama. They used to be Bible belt people, to where they gonna make you pull that scripture out. Read it to me. No, not now this and this. They're drinking coffee all night with that. Now here come this fool with his Bible. Oh God! But guess what? Where all of them at?
where they
Heaven,
at, Fred?
heaven, dead, gone. They ain't came back and told me if it was burning. You can get your ass in some shit right here on hell. Right here. This can be hell too, brother.
I was
Man,
raised Catholic.
the pain that I had, yeah, y'all get drunk and like anyway, every day. And then go to confession. Oh, Father, I have sinned and it's done and it's over with. You know how y'all don't have no conscience. You leave it at the confession. Please.
Same as in Christianity, Catholicism is also Christianity, King Fred. Our brother Adrian said, I'm so glad I tuned in today because I really needed to laugh. Thank you. Well, we're glad you're here, brother, always. And whenever you can.
You can keep coming running around here laughing and bullshitting. You turn on the cartoons. Turn on some shit that really make you laugh, but this is some real shit. I ain't just sitting up here fucking talking. I want you to just open your mind. Go ahead, truck driver.
Fred, you was talking about Elon. What you think about that $5 million green card they got for sale? They want to sell.
They already done sold $1 million to $5 million. The multi-million-dollar motherfuckers already got a pass, right?
How that work, Mo Moon? How you pay?
So that's
how that work?
Okay, so that because I was wondering what was the logic behind them trying to, get documented people trying to take, get them exported out this country. So they're pretty much blackmailing these folks to be like, if you want to continue to stay here, you're gonna have to pay $5 million to get a citizenship.
And who among those poor souls have $5 million?
Well, the people who they want to keep here.
Okay.
See, that's where you're real naive there, Nicky Poo. Nicky Poo, that cartel.
That wasn't an ignorant question. That was a specific question. Our sister
I
Mo
didn't say
caught
it was ignorant. I said
missed
naive.
it.
I didn't say stupid. I said naive.
I wasn't naive when I posed it. I knew what I were asking. Our sister Mo answered.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you something, little Missy. The reason because the cartel and the government got the money, right? Ain't nobody gonna have to come up with no money messing around with these motherfuckers.
Yes, that's correct, King Fred.
But you dealing with you talking about our little money. You ain't talking about J. King's money. These motherfuckers got millions of way more than Jay and the bank and shit. That cartel, it's in all different countries, and they are all into. They have legalized every motherfucking thing. All these cowboy hats and boots and motherfucker that say Texas Roadhouse. That's the cartel. What you doing that for? I'm talking.
Our sister.
What the fuck is that?
Our sister Chocolate Peach Hand was saying something to my hand, and I replied back to her.
Well, she don't know shit about no cartel and hustling. Y'all still stuck on the motherfucker that got a fat ass kicked out of the car. That's the stupidest shit. And you know damn well that a motherfucker couldn't pull up there. They didn't pull up there and told me I hadn't had too much shit. They didn't say I was too fat.
To our sister Conrada, that was nice. That was niceties, little Missy. King Fred, look, to the poor woman who
Stop calling me King Fred.
Well, what shall I call you today?
You don't call me sire. Call me sire. God damn it.
Hold on now.
Call fat fuck.
Oh,
call me sire. Call me motherfucker sire. Sire.
So you need to call in a light bulb because we can barely see you now. Could you fix your lighting?
No, you don't need to look upside my motherfucking head. Stop
You're on the camera. You're on camera.
Well, if you can't see me, why the fuck you need me to turn my light on?
So that we can see you.
You don't need to see me.
We kind of see you. We just want the whole thing. There it is.
Well,
there
just
you are.
listen.
There you go.
That's Jay fucking around.
No,
you motherfuckers don't need to see all up in my house and in my mouth and in my ass. Nah, that ain't part of the goddamn script. Look at Momo. Look at Momo sitting up there looking like goddamn be something off a painting. Oh, black ass. What you do? Put some olive and lay on last night. You had a fucking avocado bath.
No, my skin just always glows.
No,
You
that
said
motherfucker.
I'm a radiator.
Wow. I'm
avocado
hating
man.
King Fred.
So
Yeah.
Fred, you don't like reading the Bible?
So let me just say this: if
Oh,
Fred don't
shit.
want to be seen, he don't have to be seen, Snitchy. Now, Fred and Kente, Ali, they have seniority here. Act like it.
He was seen,
I don't
Lathers.
give a damn. He don't. So he don't have
We
to be
couldn't see
seen.
him fully, sir.
You don't have to be seen fully.
Oh, thank
You
you.
are trying to boss something. I be watching you. You
Thank
I
get a
you.
know.
little. You
Thank
We
get
know
a
you.
you be
You
little
got
watching
fired up.
no.
everything, Lathers. We know you
You
watching
got if you
everything. That's
gonna
why your
lead,
name is
lead.
Lathers.
If you gonna lead.
Yeah. So
Tell
then when everybody else gets shut down for not having,
you.
proper quality
Bernard,
cameras, you
Bernard,
have
stop all that
seniority.
all that girl talk. Bernard, go ahead. Let's kick the men show. What's up? Third hour. What's happening?
It's the
You
men
had just,
show.
you had asked me a question, brother.
No, that was me. I asked you a
That
Okay.
question.
was no, that was Kente
Yeah.
asked you about the
That's who it
Bible.
was, King Fred.
Okay, go
I
ahead and ask.
said you said that you didn't like the Bible.
I'm gonna make it clear to you. It's
Okay.
confusing. It's a lot of trickery in there, and it's misleading, and it's a lot of work. Uh, I've heard several different preachers preach and read from the same book, and they all have a different message that day. Now, next Sunday, and at a funeral, it changes. So when man is documenting things and writing down things, and we made of the flesh, and interpretation, how you interpret shit. And what's that other one, Jay say? Your ability to think things out and ration. No, we all got a third grade education. No, we all got a
Comprehension.
comprehension. Yeah,
You're
there we
welcome.
go. So no, I don't mean that I don't like the Bible, but it's a very confusing book, and it's a trickery book too. It's like a magic book, man. There's too many loopholes in there. It's too many damn loopholes. Now, that's what I personally believe. Too many loopholes.
So what that mean? Do you like it or
I mean
You're
dislike
a
that
it?
loophole. You are a
that that
loophole.
mean that mean that I have to go with my heart and my higher
Big old
my
stinking
higher
loophole.
my higher what I feel as a child of God and having a relationship with God. I've been taught, I've read, and it's a lot of stuff still there. I'm 62. I'll never really understand that Bible by the time I die.
You never
62 average
what?
man. I'll never understand the Bible by the time I die. And I might be a living Bible.
It is a living Bible.
I said me.
Well, the word, that's the dead word. It lives through as you evolve in life, then the meanings begin to open up to you. That's where the epiphany is. You just can't read. That's why they have stories in there where about you come as a babe, because you don't know everything. You got to start from the beginning with it, and then you elevate as your spiritual self is elevated by the meanings and concepts that you read from the book. You live it, and then you see the mysteries begin to unfold. So it becomes simple to read, and then you know with your faith that the meaning of the stories that seems complex to you begins to open up. But you don't run away. You have patience and let life give you the intricate meaning of the story. You don't run just because you don't understand it when you first hear it. Aesop had fables. A lot of people didn't comprehend them when they first heard it. However, when they began to live life, then they began to understand the meaning of Aesop fables. You got to go through it and
You
live it.
say Esau?
What's that?
Did you say Esau?
Aesop. Aesop.
Esau.
I'll text you,
Aesop.
King Fred.
I don't want you to text me anything.
Aesop is like a Dr. Seuss, who have stories, and out of that, the stories that they give you, there's a meaning or a message in the story. Aesop was the black fable giver to our people. He's a
Mhm.
black, yeah, he's the black. I guess you could say poet.
Or folklorist.
Folklore. Yeah. I mean, when I began to read the Bible, I was raised in the church, and growing up where I grew up in the hood, you know, and reading the book, the Bible, being raised into it, and then seeing what I saw growing up, knowing that God is right, God is good, and my grandmother who taught me, who's a church mother, who I respected and everybody in the world respected, you know, although she held up this picture of the white Jesus. So when I read the book and then go into the history and then go to my grandmother and say, Granny, Jesus wasn't white. I mean, wasn't black. You know, she'll shun that part. However, I couldn't overlook the fact that she was living the book. She was living it. Her ways was that of love thy neighbor. I mean, love your God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and respect, you know, the person in front of you, like you want to be respected.
Yeah.
You know, she mastered that, but she didn't know the history. So when I began being younger, I tore the Bible up. I tore that white Jesus out the book of the Bible and said, fuck this shit. But then the Lord had to take me through things in life to know that's just me not knowing history, not comprehending. You know, if I felt that way when I tore it up, it's not wrong that I tore it up. I didn't know the history behind it to preach that context.
Right.
You know, I just tore it up and said, fuck it. You know, but then the Lord had to take me through things and taking me through now to still comprehend the meaning of his ways. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You do sound a little different though. Something did change.
Oh, that's because I started my car and the Bluetooth transferred, and I do that.
So
Okay.
you can hear me?
No, we can't hear you at all.
You know, that's
Oh, Fred.
stupid if you can't hear me and I'm talking and you just answered me. Now, I don't know what you smoking or drinking, Snitchy Poo. Rebuke you, devil. Go ahead, Kente.
We have to wait for him to get back now. He's trying to, I think, deactivate his Bluetooth.
No, it's on. I just had on. Yeah, I told that white Jesus out my book, man. You know, I was listening to reggae and this and that, and I was getting the knowledge, man. And I said, this shit don't add up, man. You know, Jesus ain't white. And I just felt that. I knew it from the little stuff I was reading. And I was reading markers in the Bible where Solomon's talk about he's black, you know, who he was writing to was black, and all these black terms in the book. And I knew it. But then when I go to my granny, who I knew was the guy was in her, and it was hard. It was just that you got to look at. We was brought over here, man. They taught it. They let that generation read part of the book that they wanted them to read. Just like when Kizzy got prosecuted for reading, they didn't want her to know the truth. They only wanted her to know love thy neighbor. See, because if you begin to read, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
Bernard.
I guess they didn't realize the geographics was all wrong too. I was young and I figured that out. Just the geographics was wrong. Where the people was from, there's no way they was white. It wasn't possible. So you had to know
And that's
that.
what they didn't want us to reason out. See,
Agree
but
with you.
but we're the generation where it's so open. Our eyes are open. You can see it. Just like the children now, they're at one with the computer because they came into it, born into it. Whereas our generation, you and I, Bernard, came into it when the Black Power was already going on. So our consciousness was already prepped to recognize that, hey, it's blackness in this Bible. Now, with the generations after us, they're going to know. It's not going to be figuring out. Whereas their great grandmother, who was my granny, thought a different way because that's how society let them learn. That's all they would give them. That's why Kizzy was sold. Because when you begin to read and find out about yourself, then you can look at what's in front of you and put it together, and that gives you ammunition to talk to your oppressor a different way, or to look at you a different way, because you know the truth. The truth, the way he's over you is that you don't know the truth. The things that made us black people turn against the Bible, because they don't know the truth, that the book is about you. That whole Bible originated from us. The original Bible is in Ethiopia right now. You cannot contend. Everybody knows this. The only ones debated is black people here. Because we were taught you got to go through certain baptism, certain rites of passage to know what you're talking about, because the number one person against you is going to be black people here because they're ignorant. You got to know, you got to study and know and be equipped and show and test the word by the word. That's where we're at in today's world. That's why you got so many black Israelites being raised now, because they study. You can't just be mad at them and they can show you scriptures and then you saying this and that because you was taught to go against them. But in Revelation, if you read, it says nations will be built up and God will call them and let them see the book in a different way, because you couldn't even see the book, first of all, when you wanted to read, because they taught us, our oppressors taught us to not read. That's why I'm against what Ali says. I don't know why he would preach that doctrine about, oh, what's about in the book? I got my suspicions. However, that sounds ridiculous to tell a black child not to read, especially when you got a black man going to school that's telling you that to get his certificate or degree to be on a computer, but he's telling other children who listen to him, oh, what you reading the book? And that's an oxymoron. It doesn't make sense. You just talking, for some reason, you decide to tell someone that talk about to read books to go against books. You would only do that because you're not a reader. Because in those books, it's going to be information that you don't know about, and that makes you vulnerable. That puts you as one that can be defeated by the information that's in the book. So, I got my suspicions, but I would never tell someone to not read, because when you read, you get your own decision on what to do.
Right. Or you can decipher the bullshit.
You can
have to
decipher
read
the
it, though.
bullshit. You got to read it, and then you got to look at what's happening. Just like how Fred and I looked at, the Noah, when Shem, Ham, and Japheth, when Noah had 3 sons, and then that's where the lie is told right there. It's gonna tell you that black people gonna be cursed because of what Ham did and saw the nakedness of Noah. But then you begin to see where the other 2 brothers covered the 2. It actually says that. And covering that 2 is where the cover up it took place in the story. Because if you further read the story, it says that Canaan will be cursed. And that's a son of Ham who wasn't even born yet. So that means through time, as these three begin to live and offsprings come and populate the earth, the possession, when Canaan, Ham's son, his grandson, possessed his property in the earth, that land is going to be called Canaan. Ironically, that same land is Palestine, where they're fighting right now. So the curse is that land. That's why you have so much fighting right now, because of that scripture right there. Now, at the same time, they use that writing to say that Canaan, Ham's son, gonna be cursed, but it's that land that's cursed, because the occupiers of that land, when Canaan, which was Ham's son, who got the word of the curse, time evolved, history evolved, time passed. So now he is the occupier of that territory, which is Africa, which is the segue to the world. That's how Mesopotamia, that's how Asia, that's how everything came into the beginning, to the Garden of Eden, Africa. So that land was sacred, but they made it a curse because they wrote the book. So the blessing, it really was a curse to them, because it wasn't them that it was given to. It's their curse. Now, if you read the book, also, when Israel, Jacob, divided up between his son, the blessing, he said the promise is going to come through Judah. You know who Judah's ancestor is? Ham. So if Ham is the father of Canaan, who is the father of Judah, how can it be a curse in that line when the promised one is going to come through it? That's the trick right there. The same one that's going to be cursed, the promise of the second coming is going to come. So what they wanted to do is nip it that promise in the bud and rewrite the story, not rewrite it, but misinterpret it, to say that this is why we go enslave Ham's people. Now, in that same story, the other two brothers, who is the father of the Asians and the white people, they are going to be in cahoots with each other to keep this Ham, the promised one, down. Because in the scripture it says, Ham's descendants will be slaves in the household of Japheth, the white man, which is taking place right now. And Japheth and Shem, who is those two brothers, are going to be compadres, which is Asia, China. Right now, you see Asia, China, and the white man buying up Africa. That's that plot right there. Why is they buying up that plot? Because Ham gave birth to the who Bob Marley talked about, the King of Kings, Haile Selassie. That was the promise. That prophecy was fulfilled when Haile Selassie was born, because Haile Selassie came from the birth of Queen of Sheba going over to visit Solomon. He fucked her. And when he fucked her, he gave her a baby. So that royalty, when she went back to Ethiopia, came through Ethiopia, which is, guess who? Haile Selassie. That's why Bob Marley is respected. America loves Bob Marley because he was the prophet. He brought to the world the king has been born, man. Not that Haile Selassie is a god. Haile Selassie is the manifestation of the prophecy of the rebirth of the lineage of Jesus Christ. Because if you follow the line of Jesus Christ, begat, he came from the King David line. Guess who King David's son was? Solomon. Solomon's son was the descendant of Haile Selassie. So Haile Selassie, every nation came and kissed Haile Selassie ring in Ethiopia. America, the Britain, because he's the King of Kings. He's the Lion King. He's from the tribe of Judah, the lion. Get the story. They're telling you the story right before your eyes, but you don't know it because it's like Wakanda. That was the meaning of the story, Wakanda. Wakanda is right before your eyes, and you don't see it. You're the lost. Why do you think all these niggas growing them beards? Because they're the lost tribe. Right now, you see it. God said it. You go see this. You go see the manifestation. Because how they came and said they're Jews. They had their name behind the name of Jacob. Jacob changed his name to Israel. They're not the original one. They had to change. Abram came over as Abram. He wasn't Abraham. He had to come over to the land of Ham. He came over to Africa to get the knowledge of Ham, of the Hamites, the niggas in Egypt. If you read the story, Ham came from Chaldea, from Ur, from Samaria, from up there, and the Assyrians. He came to Africa to get taught on how to worship your God. That's how that went. And that's why Trump right now Trump know the truth. Trump, don't you know the powers that be, no prophecy? Why do you think they made the movie Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Thieves who stole the Temple of Doom? They went over to Africa and robbed it and found the information.
They still robbing them.
They still robbing it. Y'all better recognize what's going on. The two brothers, Asia and white man, is robbing the minerals in Africa right now before your eyes. They went over into Africa, which was named Ethiopia. They're the ones who divided up and called it Angola and Ghana and all these other names. It was one name. And then out of that one name was Ethiopia. That's why you find Ethiopia in the beginning of the Bible. That was the whole name. When the white man got there, they divided it up. All of us was one nation. We was able to go from one neighborhood to the next. Just like you go to your one black neighborhood in your area, wherever you are, niggas, you get to go into the other neighborhood, but they came and made you go against each other by naming you a Crip and a Blood or a gangster, this and that. But the beauty in that is the Spirit of the Lord is going to awaken all these gangsters and they go turn against this system. That was the story of the warriors. Cyrus brought together remember he said, "Oh, you suckers." He brought them all together. And when Jesus Christ came on this earth, he knew all the gangsters of the world. He had a gangster with him. Peter pulled out his sword and cut the Roman soldier ear off. He's a gangster. Peter had a gat. That nigga had a 44 on him. And so whoever touched him they're going to get this 44. But they had swords at that time. He pulled out his sword and cut up that soldier's ear. He was a gangster.
Fred didn't left. Did Fred leave us?
I don't see him.
Fred.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I can hear y'all.
So that's
I'm
why
here.
you see all these brothers growing these beards now, and just imagine the thoughts of these children that's got them growing, because when they look in the mirror and see themselves, they don't see themselves like these white men taught you to be, to cut your hair. That's why Marvin Gaye said, "Who are you to judge us and tell us to cut our hair?" Because when you let your hair grow, you're going to see your identity. They don't want you to see your true identity. They don't want you to see the beards, the same beards that's growing on the ancient ones of antiquity as your beard. They don't want you to see the colors on the temples of Egypt is the same red, black, and green of the colors in India that the Jew saw when he went to the temples in India. Black men was everywhere, and you know them by that red, black, and green. That's why they feared that red, black, and green. That's why the X-Clan came and told you red, black, and green. It's power in those colors. Man, I can tell you so much. That's why you find what's over there in the Palestinians. You find red, black, and green, but they put white in it. That's the color of their flag. It was really.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Kente?
From the Indians. That same process started back.
You don't know.
It's still going on now. But you can't see it because you don't know history. All this shit been going on from the beginning of time. And when Jesus came, he said, I tell you what, I'm coming in peace. But if you don't accept me, because I got legions, I got warriors, I got gangsters that'll listen to me. And if you don't listen to me when I come to you in peace, I tell you what,
He
this
broke
is the
up
time
on
of the
You better
my
change.
end.
fix it. You better
And that's
fix
why
it,
if you go into
Snitchy.
any prison,
Snitchy, you gotta fix it,
right
Snitchy.
now, you'll see brothers forming
You gotta fix it,
together
producer.
in sex,
Producer, fix it,
learning
producer.
the way on how to respect.
He don't even know. We can't hear him. Do you know that, Kente?
Our producer is having
My speakers
difficulties,
just went out.
Kente.
I know they fuck this when they fuck with you when shit like this come out. Wait a minute. Freaking
No, it's Snitchy Poo. It's Snitchy Poo. He's fucking up.
wait a minute. How's that?
Oh, I
He
can hear you,
says
but
it's broke up. Yeah, it might be my end. I don't. Can
Is
y'all
that
hear
better?
him clear?
I hear you fine. What's
Is that
going
better?
on?
Is
Yeah.
that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better.
Is that better?
What's
Yeah. We can hear you
yeah, yeah.
clear. You probably have lost your signal or something.
Boy, this weather sure is beautiful. How about out there, Fred?
Oh yeah, it's nice. Yesterday we got up to
Can you
78.
hear me?
Yeah, we
I
can hear
hear
you.
what you hear.
Yeah, that's what it was. I took my battery out of my cord out of my battery. You know, this platform takes a lot of power out your phone.
Yeah, you got to be charging at all times.
Yeah,
That's
and what it
what it
was,
is.
I took my plug out, so I lost my power signal.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bernard. So you see, you got eyes, man. You know the vibration. So it is
But
what it is. It is what it
but
is.
Fred was right. It was true. Jay King said something one day. It didn't remind me of what Fred said about trickery. He say Adam and Eve had kids, but who did they marry?
Yeah,
So that
because
part of
it was people that story just talked about that section, that area. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Because all of them tell you that when it came time for their wives to be married, they would send the woman away, or they would send someone from the village away to go tell the brother of that one who had a daughter so he can marry the cousin to keep it in the same bloodline. So, as I could see it, the story as it was written, there was other people that was born at the time, but it came from a perspective, you know, of that region. That's where the knowledge, so they keep it in that region to say that there was no other people in existence, but it
Yeah, that's
was.
ridiculous. Yeah, absolutely.
It was more than just Adam and Eve at the time. It was people,
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah.
you know.
Uh,
But
Yeah,
I'm
all
I'm
that.
reading this. I'm reading this section right now. I don't know if you heard of that. The Anunnaki. You heard of that? Anunnaki?
No,
Right.
I
So
probably
that
went through it. I just don't remember it because I've read the Bible a few times.
well, see, the Anunnaki are the ones who, when you see in the Bible, if you read it a few times, you see God was being represented with the letters Y, W, H, W, or something like that,
Mhm.
and I am, and certain things like that. Remember when Moses came, he said, I am, he gave the term I am. You remember that part of reading the Bible, Bernard?
I think his camera froze, but yes,
Oh, okay. Yeah. So do you remember the letters that I talked about, Snitchy? The Y and the H and the W was the symbol, the name for God. Do you remember
Yes.
seeing that in the Bible?
Yes.
See, so the Anunnaki are the ones who worship God as well at that time. And before it became known as Jehovah, because it wasn't even a J, they worship God in those symbols and those letters. So, you know, Anunnaki are the ones who was on the land and the order of the world at that time, just like you read Melchizedek. You ever heard of the King Melchizedek? Melchizedek? Or the order of Melchizedek? Snitchy? Wow,
Yes. Sorry, I
everybody's
was on mute.
pretty.
I was on mute. Yes, I'm familiar, but are you speaking when you say Anunnaki? Are you speaking of the Sumerians and the
Correct.
Mesopotamians?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Right. That's who I'm speaking of. So
Okay.
out of that, then you'll find the story of who did uh 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 who was the wives of Cain, and who was the wives of this and that, because you'll see the creation story was there as well. You'll see the same creation story of in a boat, and like Moses and all this and that, because that creation story was given to other people, not only to the so-called Jews, not to the Moses story. That same story was elsewhere, but they make you believe that that story is just for that region, because out of that story that you'll find in today's world come these Jewish people, as well as who's the number one friend of these Jewish people is America. Matter of fact, you'll find out that the one who gave these Jewish people the state Israel was America. So America is the one who self-fulfilled that prophecy right there, because God didn't give them the promised land. America gave them that promised land. The Bible said, I will take you to a land of milk that's flowing with milk and honey. Where's the milk and honey in that land right now that Trump want to buy? It's so decimated that he got to rebuild it. If it's milk and honey, why you got to rebuild it? It's supposed to be possessed with milk and honey right now, because they decimated it, and it was at milk and honey at its original form, when the original people owned it. That's when it was milk and honey. But now they want to buy it and turn it into milk and honey. See, that's where you go. That's where the
I'm going to put
hypocrisy.
you on mute, okay, so that you can continue working. Don't
Oh,
worry. No
okay.
worries. No worries.
Yeah, that's the hypocrisy that's going on in the world today. And what's being seen by those that have eyes to see is the hypocrisy of this nation. That's why this nation is being judged. Fuck your reparations. It's judgment time. It's time for you to go to the bottomless pit. That's why it doesn't matter. Fuck the reparation. They got you stuck on, I want my reparation. No, it's judgment time. Fuck them. Now they want to buy some freedom, want to go. They know their time is up. You don't know their time is up. That's why they got you still voting when you're supposed to be judging them. You are the judge. You are the people. Right now, I'm at work yesterday, and they tell me, did you get that text? Everybody's going to not buy here and not buy there and protest the government. Did y'all get that text?
I didn't get it, but someone made a
You heard
post here
about it?
last week about the one day they were supposed to boycott. Oh yeah.
Okay. You know why? You are supposed to do that because they know this is supposed to happen in time. But they got you so mixed up that they got you voting for this country to think you go change it when it's prophesied to go to the bottomless pit. But they got you like kickstand. That's why I call you kickstand niggas holding up America like it's a Harley Davidson when you just let that motherfucker fall. Because when it fall, you the ones. You inherit it. When that motherfucker fall, something got to rise out of it. It's you. They're preventing you from rising because they got you mixed up. You know it's in you. You know what I'm talking about is in you, but you don't have the knowledge that it's in you. You just listening to me. I went and researched the knowledge. You don't have, but it's in you because you feel it. It's in your DNA. It's in your DNA that what I'm saying is right. Out of all the shit you saw, you know something's up, but you don't have my people perish for lack of knowledge. But if you stand on faith, God will be with you. Faith. Faith. That's all it is. He's in you. He'll never leave you or forsake you. Don't go looking for him. He already in you. You got to speak up and let him out. But you'd rather vote. Where's Kamala? All of y'all voted for Kamala. Where's she at? You have no idea. And you thought she was going to be president. Your heart, all they want is your heart, mind, and soul. That's all they want. They get your heart, mind. When you vote, they got your soul. Because you tricked. Because you think that this is going to last forever. When you vote, you think, I know Jay don't like me saying this.
He certainly does not.
My perspective.
Yes, thank you for purposing.
This is my perspective.
Thank you for saying so. Yes.
They put their flag on the land and took me over and make me worship their flag? No. I know how to talk to God in me. I'm not going to have you come in my house with your flag and then I'm going to be praying to your flag later on in life and then voting for the existence of your flag. No, that ain't what's happening. What's happening is 400 years is here. 400 years, their time is up. 400 years, you're supposed to have the tongue to speak up for your ancestors for the 400 years that they went through. That's why Elon Musk got his son on his shoulder, because that's symbolic that he is standing on his father's shoulders. You standing on the shoulders of your ancestors. Speak up for them. You got a voice, lift every voice and sing. But you singing My Country 'Tis of Thee instead of lift every voice and sing. You're supposed to sing from your ancestors. You ain't supposed to be talking. You're supposed to be chanting down Babylon. But you voting for America. That's the hypocrisy. That's how you twist it. You don't know the book. It ain't for you to throw the book away. It's for you to learn the book and let the Most High God reveal his mysteries of the words in you. He gonna reveal it to the babes and the suckling, but the wise and the prudent can't see it because they ain't born again. You got to be born again. If you ain't born again, you have more than faith. You stand on the word. When you stand on the word, you shut them motherfuckers up like Billy Ray. That's what you do. Yeah, when Billy Ray, if you look at Trading Places, Billy Ray was a bum. Came from the streets, came from the lowest of lowest. But when he washed himself up, he was the prodigal son. You're the prodigal son. When you wash yourself up and get yourself right, that's why Malcolm said when Malcolm went through the stages of life, he was blossoming in front of everybody's eyes. He was a prophet. Everybody, even America loved Malcolm because he was unique. He was repatriating. He was a prodigal son right before everybody's eyes. And he said, when these youngsters grow up, he said they're going to research themselves and they're going to go back to Africa. Not by stepping on it, by the features. They're going to start letting go and let their hair grow and see how they look like the same niggas over there that's over here. And when you niggas over there come together with the niggas over here, their world is over. That's why they killed Gaddafi. Because Gaddafi knew that's why when Mandela came, Mandela said, Well, Mandela told them when it was about them having that conference on how they was gonna make that flag, Mandela said, "I'll tell you what, I'm gonna sit back, cause you ain't gonna stop what's about to take place." Because Mandela was at the mountaintop and saw the same thing Martin saw, the coming of the Lord. So Martin said, "You might kill me, but I can see the glory of the coming of the Lord." What he saw was niggas all over the world opening up their eyes. When Mandela said, "You can't stop it," what he saw was the rest of the world, because of the internet, come together when South Africa was free. He saw the coming of a Lord that like Martin did, like Moses did, and like what's happening, and like Trump see it today. That's why Trump is siding with the black Israelites. Trump is siding with the black Jesus, because the truth is coming out. You got the internet, shit is being exposed. You can't hide it from niggas no more. Because stupid niggas like me that came from the street, that didn't want to do nothing but play ball and lose teeth because I wanted to be an All-American. So I lost my teeth because of that shit. Because of putting my interests elsewhere instead of serving the Lord as a child. The best thing you can do is serve the Most High as a child, so you can have power when you really get my age. The best time to serve the Lord is in your youth, instead of going to jump for a ball. Believe it.
I was raised as Catholic, and I knew from day one. I never felt right in church. It wasn't my spot. I wasn't with it. I didn't. Yeah, it was the Catholic Church. I don't even step in a Catholic church now. I go to Baptist, any other church. There won't be no.
But the thing is, the thing that I was taught by, I call him my more than a tutor. What do you call it? A mentor, or
a mentor.
My
mentor.
Yeah, all that. He said, "You are the church."
Well, I get that. Yeah, church.
Oh, well, there it is, right? You are the church.
Yeah,
you are the church.
That's right.
You are the church, not any. You are the church.
Yeah, no, I don't.
That's why Jesus said he ain't talking about that building. He said the temple's gonna be torn down. He's talking about him. In 3 days, the temple gonna go down. He ain't talking about no destruction of the building. He talking about him. You're the church. When you read the word goes into you. When the church listen to what the church has to say, the Spirit has to say to the church. What the Spirit has to you. You can read and have the Holy Ghost work in you. All you got to do after you read it is respect the man in front of you and love the word that you read in the face, and let whatever come in life come. And you just keep holding on to faith.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that's about. A lot of people preaching another doctrine. But get the word in you, and then try your word against others that's trying the word. And seeing who will stand. Don't be fooled by the shit, all this shit, all these people. I was raised in church. I love the pastors that raised me. However, I'm supposed to be better than them. I remember when I was being raised up, my pastor and my I came up in the Church of God in Christ, the Holy Rollers, where you couldn't wear, women can't wear no fingernail polish. You can't play no Monopoly in the house. You can't have no cards. You got to wear dresses, no makeup, all that. You can't do none of that.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to talk against it, because I know the power in it.
They kind of toned down now. They didn't.
A little bit.
I like
because of the ways of the world.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You gonna get the.
They wanted the women to stay modest. They wanted the women to stay modest. Don't get too far down with the exposure of your temple. They wanted you to keep your temple covered.
It was funny. I was at a church, Church of God in Christ, actually Acts Full Gospel in Oakland.
Oh yeah.
And
is that right there on? I know what you're talking about.
66.
Yeah.
Pastor Bob said he said we got company next week. So y'all dress like we got company now. I started laughing. He started talking
Yep.
about the women. But,
Tighten
yeah,
up.
you know, so yeah, tighten up because you know we kind of, you know, they wear them tight
Trying
dresses
to
and that red lipstick.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No jangle earrings. Take them earrings off.
they're
yeah,
they still make you dress conservative. You can't wear pants.
Right.
yeah. You're not, yeah, not supposed to, but you know, they ain't
right.
gonna
It's
turn
good
you down.
too.
Ever
See, but
since,
look at the world now, though. Look
yeah,
at the world now. You had women that they taught you to be modest. You got to remember, we went through an era where women would leave the front button open. Remember how they show their panties? Remember that era where you keep the front two buttons open? It was women wearing all showing their thong. Remember, you could see
yeah,
when a
they
woman
still
had their
do
thong
it.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah, remember
yeah,
that?
them
It's that
kids. Yeah,
generation.
yeah, them kids now
Well,
they
it's
don't.
not their fault.
Hey,
It's not their fault. It's not the kids' fault.
nah.
It's the frequency that multiplied. It's the generations before them because you let it
Yeah, but
happen and they came into it.
what I don't understand is I could ask 10 men, do they find that attractive? And 9 of them will say no. So I don't understand why women do that.
Yeah, but they'll fuck
I
them.
just what
You give them a
was that
drink,
what
they'll fuck
yeah.
them. Yeah,
Well
you give
yeah,
them a
they
drink. Oh
Bingo.
yeah, you gonna fuck them. Yeah, you gonna fuck
yeah.
them.
And that's why they
Yeah,
do
You let
that.
them be fine.
Because they
okay,
think that
yeah.
means attraction.
Well, they
Oh,
In
told
my
you
opinion.
asked
In my opinion.
they asked 10 men. They asked 10 men did they fuck Mary Magdalene when they brought her before Jesus, and they all said no. And Jesus said, and Jesus said, all of you without sin cast the first stone, and none of them threw a stone. You know why? He was writing in the dirt, right? Remember, he was writing in the dirt.
So our
You
sister
know what
tried
he
to
was
repeat.
writing in the dirt? You know
Yeah.
what he was writing
yeah.
in the
I agree
dirt?
with you, sister.
What was he writing in the dirt?
He wasn't he was right there. Yeah, that they all had to go out from the eldest to the youngest. Is that what you mean?
When Mary Magdalene was being stoned, this is when she went and said Jesus is her Lord. When she went to Jesus and they were stoning Mary, and Mary came to Jesus, and Jesus said, all of you who stoning this woman, if you without sin, cast the first stone. Again, they dropped a stone and
Right.
walked away.
Right.
And why did they do that? That's what I said. Why did they do that?
Yeah, because they
Well,
know that they too had
they
erred.
sinned, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Huh? But you know what? Jesus was writing in the dirt when they walked away.
I think he was writing their names in the dirt. But what do you think they was writing?
Absolutely. He
Okay.
was writing the names of all them ones that fucked Mary
Yeah.
because it was done in dark. And Mary told, just like any hoe would do, would open up to a pure one and tell him everything. And Jesus said, I ain't judging you. I don't judge you, woman. So go on. God ain't gonna judge you. Go on. It ain't your fault. Society made you live like this. Look at the ones that was fucking you, the men of the world. It was a man society. They the ones who manipulate the woman and make you feel like that.
It's still a
And to put
man's
you in the shit.
society. Not to cut
It's
you
still
off.
a man society. It still is. Absolutely. That's why women is going against their black men now, because they falling for the trick of this society. You sitting up here falling for the trick that this society got, and you hating your own black men because you following the doctrine of this bankrupt Babylonian system, not giving pussy to your husband, putting him on discipline because you sticking up with all the rest of this white women and all they doctrine on how they know that they white husband treated them. And they got you siding with them on the Me Too shit and all that bullshit. And then got you going against your own black men fucking up your household.
So
You're supposed to
Plankton,
come out from amongst them.
I agree
Yeah,
with that.
go ahead.
Plankton, please don't cast a blanket over all sisters. All sisters do not subscribe.
I'm not talking
You're
about
welcome,
any
sister.
sister here.
Well,
I'm
you
not
said
talking about any.
you spoke a broad stroke because you said women.
I'm talking about society.
Well, we are a
when
part
I
of
talked
society.
about
but not all of the women of society subscribe.
Listen here.
Not all
Listen
women
here. You know
hate
what?
you men.
I
We do
just
not.
said that. I just
All the
said
women
that.
don't
I
hate
just
you.
said that.
It's being
See,
propagated, but that's not true. I'm just saying. We talking.
you
I'll go
know,
back
you
and
saying
listen.
that, but I already stated that before I started talking.
I didn't hear that part. Did anybody else of the sisters hear that part? Yeah.
What I stated was the system. I'm talking about the system.
You
This
said
is
we were
about the
joining the
system.
Me Too movement and depriving the men and hating on the men. And I'm just saying, we
Okay,
all
I'm not
not
here to
doing that.
argue. I don't want to argue because I
I'm not
know the
arguing.
frequency of arguing. I know
I'm
the
not
frequency.
arguing.
You know,
Well, cool. One love.
Thank you.
Yeah,
One love.
Bernard. Yeah, Bernard. What's up, Bernard?
I think each house, you know, the problem with, because I talk to young people, nieces and nephews, and it's just different. I run my household on an old school basis. My wife don't empty trash. She don't bring in groceries, but I don't have to wash the dishes unless I want to. I think women have place, men have place. That's just how life is. There you stay in your lane and I'll stay in mine. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta fix my plate, but I gotta make sure there's something on that plate. So as long as we stay in that realm, I think we'll be fine. It's when men want to not do what men supposed to do and still want to be kings, and women they get out of. You gotta, I'm just old school. Call me, they say, what they call them, male chauvinist. I might be a male chauvinist, but I ain't a pig.
So you was raised where a woman gotta fix your plate?
She don't have to, but it's out of her heart or kindness. My wife is not. We can be at a picnic, and she say, "Sit down."
It's respect.
It's not. It's something that I earned. It's not. She do that, from her heart.
Yes.
And if she, that's just it. Like I always see people talking about who eat first, the kids or the man. Well, each household is different, but nobody can eat if he don't go get the food.
Right.
So
yeah, but who go get the food?
He better go get it. If he don't go
get
get
the food,
like the king got to go get it.
You go get the food.
Well, okay. Wait a minute.
Okay, we wait.
Now, if you look at the kingdom, let's look at kingdoms. Let's look at the animal kingdom. The female lions go out and get the food.
Well, that's true. That's true.
He keeps them protected though, so they can freely go out though. They're not just on their own, like some of the women in society on their own. Assuming
that's your butts. But
they don't have Safeway.
The subject was about going out and getting food.
Okay.
The female lions go out and get the food.
Well, I mean, the female lion don't have to go to Safeway. Don't have to go to work. We live in a different, it's a different setup. But I mean, I just know that if a man is a man, a woman will be a woman. It's when you slipping, is when they start slipping. That's what I know. You got to be a man, a whole man. You can't be, and if you taught not to be a whole man, and then your woman gonna do what she do. I mean, it is what it is.
So can a man go shopping?
You can go shopping if you want to go shopping.
So is that part of the meal part? Getting the meal, because you speaking now about the responsibilities and characteristics that a woman is supposed to do. Yet in this society, you had a movie called Mr. Mom. Why you had Mr. Mom? Because in the society now, you have men that's at home more, and you have women that's out doing the work.
But okay, so financially, she may be earning whatever but that don't, because she goes to work, don't mean she needs to put fuel in the car, don't mean she needs to take out the trash. You still got to be a man. She might make more than you. There has been times where my wife made more than me. There's
So
been
so you a
times.
man by pumping the gas.
No, not by pumping the gas, by taking charge.
You a man by
You
taking out the trash.
by taking charge.
You a man by
I
taking out the
I
trash.
well no, I won't say that. I won't say.
Well,
I'm just
those are the
saying.
examples. Those are
But
the
I'm old
examples that you
school.
gave them.
I'm old school. I do what I think men should do, and I allow my wife what makes her happy. If she tell me today, you know what, babe, I'm happy taking out the trash. Well, you go ahead. You know what I mean? There's no fight. That's all I'm saying is women respect men that are men. And they'll go to the moon and back as long as you stay in that position. It's when you go to slipping, is when they go to slipping.
I
Well,
agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Well, I bring that up because it started out with about Jesus, the Jesus. So I want to say that Jesus didn't observe certain traditions when it came time to eating. And I brought it up because about to eat the plate,
Right.
you know, the plate, fixing the plate and this and that. Jesus didn't do certain things that was supposed to be done when it was eating time. And it was something like washing the hands or doing certain things that's required or supposed to be customs. You know, he's
Right.
like, forget them customs. Do you remember that part of reading the Jesus story?
Yeah, I read that part. And also, but Jesus did that to show like his reflection of people was you don't have to, like, say you walk into a certain sector and people are a certain way. It is showing you that another way can be correct too. I get what you're saying. But
Well, I was sure it was showing that the Pharisees and Sadducees, or the things that was taught, they put paramount, or they superseded.
Right.
You know, that superseded everything. Well, in that too, it was like Jesus was saying, "I am the Sabbath." You know, he was like saying, "I am this and that. I am." You know, why I don't have to recognize some of the things that you doing. It was he was teaching a new doctrine. It wasn't a new doctrine, but he was teaching more like in the now, he made them see or revere that he is the Sabbath. He is all that. He is the custom. So I don't know. I maybe I got to research that more or live that more, but I just know it made me think of that when it came to you about fixing the plate and
well, no, what I mean
customs and this and that.
it's a respect thing. And that was
Yeah,
just an example. It's just a respect thing. There is no, like, you know, I talk to my nieces and nephews. We talking about today's society with these kids and how they dress or whatever. But my niece and her boyfriend is 50-50. Everything 50-50. Doesn't matter how much he makes. Doesn't matter how much she makes. That to me is ridiculous. And she can talk to him any kind of way she wants. He talks to her. There is no.
That comes out of that 50-50 thing. That comes
That's
out of
crazy.
that woman making that money. That comes
Exactly.
with that money come power. You see what I'm saying? So now that woman got the money. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
But he has to do something to circumvent that. There has to be a level of respect for each. Like my wife, she has never changed her name. She likes her name. She's proud of her name.
Her
last name. She's proud of it. I told her from day one, but I don't own you. That's
right.
To me, you're not my property. I like your name too. I like your family. Keep your name. And I still, to this day, people ask us that. Why don't she change her name? For what? My name ain't really my name. My name ain't really my name, and her name ain't hers. Slave
names. But you know what though? Her name represents where she came from and where you came from. Now your two names come together. So now you become a tribe. So a child from, if her last name would just say Wanda, the tribe of Wanda, a child or a female from that tribe came over to the tribe of you, Bernard. And now that those two families came together by the marriage or the bond of the house of Wanda, which was who she came from. Her father's name was Wanda, and the house of Bernard. Now the house of Bernard and Wanda is one. So you keep both names. You keep both names to see that, and that way you wouldn't have to be going to these ancestry.com. You would have it in your name. It would already be in her name right there. You are from this house. It's right there already, and that's how it's done in the Bible. See, but this society teach you to not. That's what's fucked up about this society. To make, and it gives people false power and identity, and it fucks it all up because they don't teach the tradition of it, I guess you could say. There's nothing wrong with her having your name. I don't, that's how it is in my household. Keep your name. But she got my last name as well because it tells a story.
You can fight, but I'm just saying now. But I get what you're saying. They do try to make black women. They try to kick black men out of the household. I don't know if they're doing it much now as they were in the 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't know.
They're doing it. Yes, they're doing it. Yeah, why do you think? Listen here, man. Check it out. When they was going to prosecute Trump, that black woman had that money, had her some dick lined up because she had power. She promoted one of her subordinates for that dick. And he kept his title, and they got the gallivant all over the place. Wherever she went, he was able to go under the name of lawyerism. So yes, that power had that. That's what's going on in the world, man. That shit is magnified at now. That's how black women got. But that's why they call themselves bosses. See, they got bosses because they got money, like Tony Montana. You get the money, then you get the power. They got the money, they got the power, so they pimping. So now you got women pimping, you got madams, you got this and that, because the madams manipulate the mind of the women growing up. So they give them some niceties of the pussy they got. So then you got a lady pimping them because she got power now. The lady pimp, she's a madam. That's how the shit go, and it's just how it is. So then you got women with power now that's pimping men. Got these men talking all kind of shit to them. That's why you got to be a Mac.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. I mean, too. Well,
Well, that's a Mac. That's a Mac.
The Macs I done seen y'all promote, I have a different opinion of that.
Well, see, kings go out. See, that's where you don't know the life of the king. That's why you a queen.
You can't tell me what I don't know.
It's a whole lot. See, because let me tell you something that you don't know. There's a lot of conversations that go on where women ain't there amongst men.
Right.
So that's shit that you don't know.
Yeah, but
you don't know about that shit.
I was raised
you got a butt
household with a man in it.
See?
Okay.
And
he set the tone for his household.
And you didn't know everything about him, what was going on. He set the tone. You know what that tone was? You ain't gonna know everything he do.
Okay. He taught me everything I needed to know.
He taught you what you need to know.
That's what I just said.
That's what you know. And there's a lot of things you don't know. There's a lot of things he didn't teach you. He taught you. It's a lot of. So you fucking your own stuff up.
You said Mac. I said King.
Well,
and I said there's a difference in my opinion.
Well, in your opinion, that's because you ain't a Mac.
No, I'm not.
You'll never be one.
And I would never ask a man. Our sister Chocolate Peach. I would never ask a man to go sell his body.
Let chocolate. See, that's why Chocolate Peach is your.
I'm not asking no man to sell himself.
That's why I call her skin.
For my benefit.
You can't speak without that skin tag talking to you.
Leave sister alone.
You can't get rid of it. No, I'm talking to you.
We're not going to. No. We're going to let us keep it where it's at. Don't be disingenuous towards our sister. Seeing the bird come out.
Wait, I'm not being disingenuous. I'm
She is
being
no
genuine.
skin tag.
I'm being genuine. What are you talking about? Disingenuous. I'm being this is divine. What are you talking? This is genuine and divine. I'm not being disingenuous.
So our brother Gary, don't be laughing. Don't be laughing when he say stuff like that.
Yeah, you can't speak for yourself. Let her come on here and speak. All she wants to do is
speaking.
You and I.
Hearing my voice, I am speaking for myself. I am saying to you, in my opinion, there is a difference.
If you
want me to listen to, I can do that.
What you doing is wop.
I'm not whopping. You don't see
Yeah.
Where Eric you at? I'm not doing the whop.
If you had something to say, why did you pause to mention your skin tag?
Because sister was speaking and I see her.
Why do you have a because? Go on and say what you got to say.
Because I have the option.
Her. No, because you have a skin tag.
No, sister's opinion matters. Oh, how can my opinion matter more?
Why does her opinion matter when it's a conversation between you and I?
No, if you look around you on this screen right here, there's more than just you and I here. Can we agree on that?
I'm not looking at that. I'm talking to you. You get my undivided attention. Well, right now, you get my undivided attention, but you paying attention to them.
Look,
so
now.
You're distracted.
Plankton,
I'm giving you my all in all, but you giving me you and them.
Thank you, Plankton.
I'm giving you my undivided, but you're distracted.
You have so much you can share with everybody here.
No, I'm sharing with you live and direct.
Well, I'm not
sharing with you.
It's so wonderful that I want everyone to have.
Every time I talk to you is wonderful, and you know that. That's why I talk to you after this show, because of the wonderful talks you and I have. And I love them too.
You see how, sister? I'm gonna find a violin instrumental.
Did you tell her? Did you tell her how when everybody hangs up that you and I are the last two on the line most frequently? Did you tell her that? Now that would really get her jealous.
No, and why would I? And our sister, first off, is not going to be jealous about that. That's the first thing.
Well, she don't know about it either, do she?
So it's not
she
something
literally is saying she don't care. That.
You hush up with your jealousy. Now you jealous.
Our sister's not jealous.
Let me tell you. That's why she's
also not jealous.
Oh, hush up with your jealousy.
The only one that be acting out on here is you.
Let me tell you something. When I made you my #1 dodo bird, they all wanted to be my birds. What are you talking about?
I'm not your #1 dodo bird.
How many times I'm not a bird? We have had this discussion.
Right.
Now you gonna sit up here and tell me you don't want to be part of the bird brain? Now listen here.
Now I gotta show us the bottom of the monitor and protest to this bird talk.
You gonna sit up here and tell me you at one time you didn't want to be one of my birds?
Kente, I ain't never said, the words have never come out of my mouth in this string of words to form a sentence. I have never said I would like to be a part of your bird group.
No.
You have just
in all the words, those words never came out.
Let me tell you
but
something.
that string, never.
You gonna sit up here and tell everybody.
She can stand and tell you too.
I should say, okay, do you want me to stand?
Yeah, see.
So, Kente, I am standing.
Nobody in the whole history of words, sir. No one has.
I don't know how I'm gonna tame you, bird brain. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. Let me go get another pack of bird.
The fact that you feel we're not tamed should tell you something, okay? About your whole little Avery thing you got going. Yep, that's what I would do. Wow.
Moon, how did your interview go the other day?
Get yourself together, Plankton. I know, bubble bonging. That's where all that bird talk come from. We should interview the bubble bong. That's the bird. My God. Let's see if he's got himself. Nope. He's still Lord. All right, hold on.
DJ, I don't have to worry about you.
Stop talking to us about being bird brains and me eating Wonder Bread and all that. I mean, I do like Wonder Bread. I mean, I don't eat like I used to.
I was feeding you true seeds. You see the seeds that I got.
No. Our brother specialized said it. You had the extreme variety seed. You trying to no, sir.
I have variety.
You want all the birds. Well, they're at the park. They're at the park.
That's where
they're not here on this screen though, but they are at the park.
Well, that's how life starts. You give the seeds to the birds, and the birds shit all over the land, and then they shit, and then in the dirt, and then shit begins to germinate.
Wow.
So, yeah, birds got a purpose. That's why you give them seeds.
Are you a bird, sir? Are you a bird as well? So I haven't heard back from our brother Dre yet. He may still be at the doctor's. I believe that's where he is. To our brother Gary, you got our brother Gary entertained, Plankton. Look. Is that the?
Well, I know one thing. Oh, I know one thing. See, you know you're not supposed to be on this show.
King Fred is back. King Fred is back with the rest of his surly statements. To get you too, King Fred.
You sitting up here, you know this is how you and I was supposed to be. You went over just because you got mad at what I was feeding you.
You being disrespectful. Being disrespectful.
Told Jay everything.
You being mad disrespectful, sir.
And you told him of our idea, and he put you up there. That sounds like that.
No.
That sounds like Prince and Apollonia in Morris Day.
That's not what happened.
How does that sound like to me?
No.
That sound like that. Was that Purple Rain or which one was that?
I don't know, but you got purple smoke on your shirt, so I don't know. It's something purple. I don't.
I got some purple
Kool-Aid under your other shirt underneath it. You don't forgot about it, but we still remember. You have another shirt underneath that's purple. You showed it to us earlier. That's how I know about it.
Oh, smoke weed every day?
Yeah, isn't that shirt purple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
To our brother Gary,
Prince.
I hope you speaking of the movie Purple Rain, sir. I don't know. You buckets ain't no telling. Y'all be having all these code words. I'm trying my best to keep up all of it.
I like Prince. Have purple words.
Well, he's definitely
purple hair.
I enjoy his style.
And then, of course, the words are divine, so I keep them purple.
To Lake Minnetonka. What's Lake Minnetonka? To our brother Gary. Did I read? Sister, say I can't pick it up, sister. Can you write on the post-it? You might not want to say it at work. I don't know. Cause see, I'm thinking Minnetonka, like token, like smoking. See, because I'm all triggered here.
If everybody go and watch like Rome, go watch movies on Rome, and really look at how Rome fell when you look at the movie, and you're looking at America right now. That's all. If you just look at the Roman movie, and then just sit back and take yourself into this is really America, because America got all its philosophies, all its laws. It's all existed. It's democracy, the way it do it from Rome.
Thank you.
So
sister.
if you look at it, you'll see the homeless in Rome. You'll see the gladiators in Rome, which is the athletes. And then you look at the fall of Rome. And then you'll see that's why people call this Babylon. Because Rome did nothing but hand the baton on the destruction of humanity as you know it, the corrupt side of man, the fall of it. Rome handed it to America. And you, if you find yourself cheering for Rome, you're in for a rude awakening on your elevation intellectually and spiritually on Know Thyself. Because if you are not for Rome of that time, you wouldn't be for America now.
Because
It's that
history
simple.
repeats itself.
No, because you're living the story right now. That story is dead. They had its character. They had its Julius Caesar. They had its Augustus. They had this and that. They had its Jesus. You're living in today's world. Now you have prophets like Martin. You have prophets like Malcolm. You have prophets, you have rappers to bring you the message. The John the Baptist. This is what you're living. The game is still the same. It's just different characters. See, they don't want you to, they know it because they don't want you to look back in history. They don't want you to look back. You don't even have a history. So you don't practice the exercise of looking back. There's power in looking back. There's healing in looking back. You can have anger for somebody 10 years ago, and now you grew up, and now you can become homies today. That's power in looking back on anger. Is nothing but emotion that took place. Time heals all wounds. But they don't want you to look back. They don't want you to recognize that as Rome, so too is America. They don't want you to recognize that the game is the same. The characters just change. You are the characters. You are the ones that's talking in those times. You are the ones that's down in that society. You are the ones that's hating how Rome is. You should be hating how America is. America is glorifying, teaching you the ways of Rome. And you sitting up here knowing, and they teach you how fucked up and uncivilized Rome was, but yet in the same time, they got the same doctrine as Rome. Why? Because they hypnotize the people, which is you. You got to be born again and recognize you in the now. You ain't caught up in their story. That's their story. That's their history. Speak on your story. Fuck motherfucking Elon Musk and who he put on his shoulder. He put his son on his shoulder. In the story Roots, Kunta's father held up Kunta. That's the same difference right there. In Lion King, that lion held up his son. You looking at Elon Musk hold up his son, and he recognized that all over the world. That's symbolic. You let Lamar Kendrick tell you, read the symbols. Yeah, everybody want to decode the halftime show and can't decode the show that this theatrics that's putting on by the politicians now. If you look at Rome, you'll find them having theatrical shows in the street because the art of that can be put in the politics. And that's what's being done now. Why you think they had all those artists on the stage when Kamala came out? Go look at Rome. I'm telling you, this shit is done. America is finished. And this is the last. You think the Muslim was the final call? The time is up. And they know it. Trump is even telling you it's a black Jesus because he knows the truth. He's trying to get the hearts of black people to side with him, to the ones that don't know the truth, so he get the ones that don't know the truth. But you ain't gonna find KRS-One up there. You ain't gonna find the Marley up there. You ain't gonna find the one with the message up there. No, it don't go together. The only way you'll find that on the stage is that he gotta bow down. Because the order of Melchizedek say bow down. You gotta bow down to this. And he know he got to bow down. That's why they killed Bob Marley. That's why they killed him. You got to bow down. Don't let them teach you. You teach them. They gonna put you in their Catholic church. Go put you in they, soon as they get you, put you in church. So they can teach you how to get to God. And they looking right in God's eye when they put you in jail. They put God in jail when they put you in jail. That's what they trying to kill. Now, if everybody say that, they won't just kill me. They got to kill all of us. Because you born again, you see the truth. You a seed that fell on fertile ground. That's why Bob Marley said, Bob Marley had to stand in front of government by itself. That's why he shot the sheriff. But he didn't shoot the deputy, all the ones that come after that. That's why he said, every time I plant a seed, he said, kill them before they grow. That's you. If you listen to the songs of Bob Marley, they will cut off your ears. Bob Marley, every Bob Marley lyric fits the time. You should read the Bob Marley lyrics right now instead of the right next to the Bible. If you did that, they'll listen to you like they listen to Bob, because Bob know the truth. Reggae is the music of the day because it's the final call of the cycle that needs to be expressed by Black people when it comes to reggae, jazz, funk, blues, all that, spirituals. Now reggae is here. And you can't stop it because it's in hip hop. And hip hop told you, you got it. Like Mandela said, you can't stop it. Like Martin said, I see the glory of the coming of the Lord. Well, guess what? Go get a late pass. God is here. Public Enemy tried to tell you, yeah, God is on earth. And right now, this corrupt, polluted land is going to be made straight. And it starts with a lighter.
Wow.
I got my lighter. Just think of all the other ones that's putting it up.
Well, I hope it's not a stolen lighter, because that would defeat the purpose. Well, it's 11:42, Wonderfuls, and I don't know how everyone is feeling about getting on out of here.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know it was that.
I knew, but you know,
working away. I know.
The reason why you don't know is that because God is here.
Plankton.
1 minute is like an hour with God. 1 hour is like 1 minute.
Yes.
Where two or three are touching it together, you're in the midst of. Get in the midst of.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. It's about being in the midst where there is no time. I don't wear a watch. The time is right there in the sky. The sun and the moon is for time and season. They the one who put a watch on you.
Wonderful.
Your whole system, your whole cycle got its time.
Yes.
Don't you know every woman?
And I heard time is running out of time. That's what the last poet said. Is there anything you like to say to the Wonderfuls as we take note of the time?
How can there be a last poet when there's still poets today? This is the continuance of the poets.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. To our brother Bernard, would you like to say something to the Wonderfuls before we get out of here? You on mute, but I saw the peace sign up.
Oh, there you go. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Awesome.
Mo Moon never told us what happened with her interview.
No, she didn't.
Right?
She didn't. So we'll let our sister Mo take us out of here on that good news.
Yeah.
To our brother Sir
Right.
Fisher-Lot, would you like to say anything before we hold on? Let me get the solo straight. Here we go. Bam. Sir Charmalot tells us peace. All right, thank you, brother. Love you. Okay, to our sister Chocolate Peach, would you like to say? I'm sorry. To our King Fred, would you like to say anything to the Wonderfuls before we get out of here? All right. All right, hold your peace then. You're probably on a power nap. To our sister Chocolate Peach, would you like to say anything to the wonderfuls before we take off?
Peace, love, and hair grease.
Oh, did y'all hear? You hear our sister? There she is. Oh, love you, sister. Thank you.
They're giving us more time to have our honeymoon after everybody get off the
Excuse
line.
you. To our sister Mo, please update us on how everything went. Our
It
brother
was-
has an excellent point. We love to hear it.
It was really well. I got to talk about my business and do a behind the scenes video that shows how I assist my clients with their styling. So I got to take them from after the initial consultation to kind of building out like the outfits and all of that. So it was really good. I'm just waiting now to get an update from them on when that interview will be released on their social media. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Great.
Yay! That's awesome, sister. Well, we're looking forward to the next update. Well, good job, wonderful. To our brother
All
Gary
right.
and everyone else who's hung in here with us. We still have many here with us, and that's awesome. We'll be back tomorrow, same bat time and channel. You can count on Plankton for about 20 minutes of monologue, so you don't want to miss it. Don't miss it. All right. So,
All right, love
we
y'all.
you. See you tomorrow.
You just wanted to make sure you get a smile on my face when it's you and I together alone. Huh?
Like the things that you say, sir, you make trouble where there is none. You should work on that. But I don't want to shit on you. I'll just see what you're gonna do with it.
Did you say shit?
I said should. I said you
Girl,
should work on that.
I thought you said, girl, I thought you said shit. I was about to show my bottom lip and my teeth and everything. Say I'm from the land of Wakanda.
What you talking about? I curse like a sailor. I curse like a sailor, sir.
Oh, you must don't want to make my nature rise, huh?
Keep your bubble wrong in the camera.
Girl, you know what makes my nature rise.
Plankton, doggone it. Get that thing out of here.
You trying to make me smile so you can see the bottom lip, huh?
Oh, here we go. Love you, brother. Have a beautiful day. I had to get him. Did you see the bubble bomb? Oh, God. Elijah, did you see it? I did. I said, Mandy. He had to be
your mama
man.
talk to me.
Look, he back. He talking about, do you hear your mama talk to him? Tell him, Elijah, he got to keep this bubble bong off the camera.
I'll be putting it down. She be trying to get me in
I know
trouble.
what color it is. How you mean you put it down? I can see the
you know
whole
what?
thing.
I got a clear one.
It's green. It's blue. Look, there it is. It's green. It's blue. It's clear. Elijah said, you need to put it down forever.
No. See,
you hear Elijah? No.
No. See, it's things he don't know about. See, when you doing this, it's like being baptized.
Will you get that out of here?
It's like being baptized. You go into different realms, and you got to be able to be equipped to go into those realms. You got to be able to say, just kick back and say, okay, I'm in the realm. You know what I'm saying?
He can't hear you from all the way. Elijah said something, but he got to come closer. But we're leaving Plankton. That's the whole thing. We're leaving now. We're leaving this realm. You see our sister Chocolate Peach? We're leaving. We're leaving.
Oh, Chocolate Peach is here?
Yeah, don't you see?
You always got to be. I don't be. You think I'm going to look at y'all? See, y'all be.
What you be
y'all
doing?
Want people. No, see, let me tell you something about my God.
Oh,
see,
Lord.
God, let me tell you something. See, I'm going to tell you about the mysteries of the Most High. God said, don't look into their face or they're going to take you off focus because they're going to be looking all crazy and shit. They don't mean it. They just children. Y'all ain't doing nothing but acting like children.
Plankton.
When you make them old ugly faces, you acting like a child.
Wow. Okay. So first off,
So
that's
why
unkind to call folks ugly.
Should I keep?
It's also unkind to call people skin tags. I need you to come back in here tomorrow with a different approach and some better words, some better descriptors.
Skin tag just means that she's always on you.
Yeah, but
don't take it wrong.
Skin tag is not, people try to get rid of skin tags. They think that they're unpleasant. So come in here tomorrow with better descriptors, sir, or it's going to be a problem.
Well, she's very
You don't want no
unpleasant
problem.
when you and I talk. When you and I talk.
Have a beautiful
when
day,
it's-
Plankton. Love
When
you.
it's you and
Have a
I,
beautiful day.
you
No,
don't want
no.
Elijah to know.
You're leaving. Nah, you out of here. You gonna
I
come
tell you
back
what,
tomorrow. And
I
if
put
you
it this-
call me, you
let me tell
be
you something.
nice to him. All right, wonderful. More of that tomorrow. Because it's still going on in here right now. All right. Love y'all.